Okay, go away. Welcome back, everyone. When last we left, you were making your last drop at a HAB unit located on one of the various shelves around the ocean. Unfortunately, as you made your approach, there was no response. You got in through the airlock. You got into the first one or two, I think, rooms, and you saw this rather lovely looking creature, about 4.5 feet tall. Off to the left there, that little wonderful little lobster man thing. Not really sure if it's intelligent or not, and you decided to back out and get back onto the Leviathan, which is of course the ship over here. That's where we left it. So since then, what you've done, I'm going to pull you all over to a little picture of the HAB, the floor plan. So I'll explain it, so just so you know where you're trying to go to and what you're expecting and all that sort of stuff. So this is why you're trying to work out what the hell's in next. The captain sort of pulled this up. So obviously this here's the air dock. This here is just a storage area of various bits and pieces. That's what's that one? Oh, that goes down to the lower deck, and which, so that stairwell there is actually that stairwell there.
Alrighty.
This is just a whole lot of storage, supplies, as well as wet gear and all that sort of stuff. This is the room with the moon pool in it. Moving around, this area here is the lab. That area there is basically just accommodation, ablutions, that sort of stuff. This here is another area of supplies, but this is more where the backup data stuff is and all that sort of thing. That again is another set of stairs, and the stairs lead up to that little opening there. This whole area here is more sort of an observation, relaxation area, and then in here is the communications, the core, that whole administrative sort of stuff. And then over here is all of the engineering section, which keeps the air life support on, the power going, desalinization of the water for drinking water, all that sort of stuff all happens in this area here. So you got through here, you had a look through here, and coming up here you saw some of those lobstery type guys. That's as far as you got, and then you backed out.
Alrighty.
This dark thing here is just a central pole. That's just superstructure stuff. So that's as far as you got. That's where you are. You're not sure exactly where the people are held up. Obviously they weren't in here or here or in the airlock, so they're somewhere else if they're in there anywhere. So that's at least you've got a bit of a floor plan of the area you're going into next time. Just decide what you want to do.
So that can I ping? How do I ping?
Yep. Just hold the mouse down on it. The area.
Yes. So that's the one we ended up locking, right?
Nope.
Didn't we end up locking? Someone valiantly jumped. The medic valiantly jumped at it and locked it.
This
door.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the door, was it? Okay.
Yep, that door. Yep.
Alright, I thought it was the actual hatch downwards.
No, there's no hatch. It's open.
Okay.
If I didn't say that in the original description, sorry, but it's open.
Alright, and You're missing the cupboard that our valiant leader was too afraid to open. Sorry, just got to throw that out there.
That's probably amongst you somewhere that I haven't drawn in.
All right, great. No, that was more of a joke, but yeah, awesome.
Either there or probably something in here. It's
Yeah,
a lot of storage
alright.
stuff. I told you about this, but didn't I? This way.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
lab.
Labs. Yeah. Sorry. I just want to make sure I did say that.
It's okay to make tiny labels in Roll20, you know, in the map
if
layer.
you want to, you can go for it. I don't mind. So obviously on the floor plan there are accommodations for 4 people. Yeah. So you're looking for 4 people.
You got to remember, you guys, I'm totally in the dark here. I've been gone a while.
Well,
I know we're in some kind of underwater base on that planet.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
You were here for part of this, matey. They haven't done anything since that very last game.
Oh, really?
2 games in a row never took place, so 2 fortnights in a row, nothing.
Oh, you guys didn't play at all?
Nope.
Oh, I didn't know that. No,
Yeah.
there wasn't enough players, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Just something happened. We couldn't get together, but that's okay.
Okay. So yeah, this is after the combat sequence that we had with the monsters that were in that underwater base, and we were
Yep.
surveying
Little head
the
unit.
submarines.
Yep. That's
So
why-
I didn't. Okay.
No, and there's probably more. You know there's going to be more, because the
Oh, of course.
GM just pulls it out of his mind.
I thought you were going to say
Yeah,
somewhere else, but yeah, that's right.
I don't know if it is somewhere else. Anyway, no, let's not get snarky here. So these 3 floors are obviously the cutaways of a sphere.
Yep.
What's the scale? How much is a square?
I don't really know.
The Traveler
I think-
1.5
I
meter.
think it's we'll call it standard. I'll try to get it roughly standard.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's roughly that.
I just got one question. When we got back, because we ended up leaving and coming back to the main ship,
Yep. Which
or
is
main submersible.
yep. Locked on here.
Yeah, a medic tended to me, and I had 3 endurance loss. I'm just wondering how much I gained, because I don't think I put it back on my sheet.
Okay. I would say probably
I'd lost 3 endurance.
with medical. Oh God. It's been so long.
Yeah, it has
See.
been.
It's either half or full. I can't remember. Did the stat go below 0?
No, definitely didn't go below
Okay,
0.
I'm going to say full then, just for this one. And I'll
Alright,
get
so-
a drawing later on.
Alright. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Back up
I wrote
full.
that Yuri needs medic. I didn't know what happened. I didn't write down what happened after that. Don't know if you were treated.
No, here's
Yeah, we were treated
Yeah.
together, and then I think you healed Michael, and someone else healed me.
Also, cultural note: were the lobsters wearing bibs with humans on them?
No, but they were carrying menacing-looking
Are these
butter pans.
these creatures seem intelligent? These lobster creatures.
They didn't really catch. They took one look at them, and the guys sort of moved quickly back. They looked.
I closed the hatch. I think I
Yeah.
was the one to do. Donovan closed the hatch.
Yeah. I don't think there's really an awful lot of time. I mean, they had enough intelligence to move up a stairwell. I don't know how much intelligence you need to do that. And there was not an awful lot of observation going on to see what else they could do, see whether they could talk, or they didn't seem to make any sound, apart from the movement sound. So their intelligence level is unknown at the moment.
Yeah.
But there is
I think one of them-
a serious consideration.
I think one of them
that
had
they're
a-
hostile.
I think one of them had a book entitled "Heidegger for Dummies," so it can go either way.
It could. Yep, so you're back in the sub, the Leviathan, plotting, what do you want to do? How do you want to approach this?
If I can remember what Will would have done and was planning to do, he wanted to basically walk around with a sword out, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and we were talking about this. We were talking about maybe using the submersible to ferry more than just a small party across, like back and forth.
Yeah.
Because the airlock can always be held just by like shutting the doors.
Yeah.
So if we could ferry like a larger party across and have someone always hold the airlock doors, then as we progress through, if we have to fall back to that point, we can always fall back to that point, lock the doors,
Okay,
and
so-
then just slowly ferry ourselves back as well.
So I believe the Leviathan is carrying little one-man jobbies, and I think you've got an umbilical cord from the Leviathan to the hab unit. This is what my memory told me. I could be remembering wrong.
We actually Yui piloted something she could take 2 people in
Okay.
to the dock.
Yeah.
Well, there's only
Yeah.
Didn't I stay back on the? I mean, I missed the whole combat deal. I stayed back on the big sub, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay, so there's only,
Yeah.
okay. There's only 3 subs. One's a one-man, one's the big job that you're on, and the other one's... I thought I only put little ones on the Leviathan. I might have put one of the intermediary-sized ones on, but that takes 4 people.
I'm not sure why we didn't take 4 then, but we took 3. It was me, Mike, and the medic. Sorry,
Okay.
who is the medic, by the way?
Donovan. He is
Donovan,
Director.
yes, of course.
Am I the only one with medic?
I think so.
Yui
Usually
Ono has
spaceship
medic
crews.
1.
I have no medic skills.
So
No.
Mantar
Yui-
also has medic 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mantar
you-
is medic.
Yeah, medic 2
yeah.
here.
Yui Ono has medic 1 according
I got-
to my notes.
Okay.
I got medic
But,
1 as well.
Ostrom does not have medic.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
It says Donovan Slayton and Yui Ono both have medic.
Yeah.
And Donovan's good.
Right.
Tactically, there's 2 entrances to this thing: the airlock and the moon pool at the bottom.
Yes, there are.
I don't know how I don't know how freely the lobsters range. If there's a chance we can find humans alive and unbuttered, then we should try for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I say we go the other way. We went
Yeah, go-
clockwise last time. Right past the moon pool stairs.
Aha.
They're probably
Yeah.
coming up from that moon pool.
Yeah, so we go anti-clockwise, work our way through slowly, see what happens.
Okay. Well,
This is the stairs.
But we can't lose the dock though, because it's always going to be the point that we have to retreat to and shut the doors if we get overrun, and it's the only place we're going to be able to get out of there if that happens.
They don't seem to be able to open the hatches, do they?
No, they
How
don't.
get in. They probably came through the moon pool. So the moon pool is probably theirs. And they can probably come out there too.
So I just put locked on that door that you know is locked.
Yeah.
If you look at the schematic, there is a door, and these doors are like sliding doors. There is a door between the moon pool and the stairwell. So obviously either it was open or they have somehow worked out how to open doors.
This door.
This one here.
Oops. Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, they've obviously found out a way to get through that.
Or it was open.
Or it's just open, yeah.
So that's all your possible ponderings, I guess. So you're thinking that the ideal job would be to enter up through here and then move in a anti-clockwise direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, very risky exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's risky. They have to go slowly and yeah.
Okay.
Make sure we've always got a route back to the
What's our best weapon? Are we going to use Fusion Gunman Portable again? No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's blow a big hole in the ship.
Yeah,
It's just flooded.
it's even smaller, tighter rooms in this one. Imagine the bouncing.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Air pressure and water pressure. I don't know. At some point during the last fight, the what would I call him? General Mike Hunter decided to switch to live ammunition, and I just, I followed his order, and it did end up resulting in a dead tentacle man. So that was fine, but I was a bit about shooting it at all. But I mean, it worked in the end. But I think we should try and take him down without, obviously using live weapons if possible.
Yeah,
Wow.
this pressure steel is all like papery and diaphanous.
Yeah, we don't all want to die in some sort of instantaneous way.
Although you all did have your suits on, I believe. Of course, that's not going to
True,
help too
but
much.
What do
too
we
much
have?
with
Vac
pressure.
suits or water suits or what kind of suits are we wearing?
Water suits.
Now I'm still on the big sub. I'm assuming. I
At
would
the moment.
radio over and see if anybody needs any help or if they want me to just keep. I suppose somebody's
Well,
got.
everyone's on the Leviathan at the moment. You're working out how to get over there. Whether you
Yeah.
want to use that sub or whether you want to put the Leviathan can load an umbilical cord on there easy.
All right.
Have we tried trying to radio in a personal communicator frequency?
No.
Like, I'm gonna see if there's any people in there at all. Like, not
Okay.
not commercial,
Yeah.
not military type stuff, but
Yeah. No, I get what you
something-
mean. I get what you mean. Can you? Who's got
something
the
personal.
comms in the game? Who's got comms?
I got com 0.
Yeah, I got com 0.
Anyone else got comms 1? Okay.
No.
Sorry.
No,
Ostrom
comms.
or Yui. Sorry.
Yui.
Either of you one can try to scan for any sort of those signals coming out of the base.
Does
Can we-
electronics
can-
2 help? I mean, at Traveler, that would be a great skill to have.
It would be, but the comms is just picking it up at the moment.
Can we assist
Electronics-
each other?
I have electronics
no.
too, for whatever it's worth.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Yep. No, it won't. You can't. Well, you can't.
And Traveler,
really
that
support
would be
somebody.
the equivalent
into
to
the
comms and sensors. That would be killer.
Okay.
But we're already
You go for it, Manta.
Alright, 0 comms plus 1 for
Oh yeah, that's right. This one you add
Intelligence
stats,
or
don't you?
Alright. No good. I can't get nothing.
Over to Yui.
Alright, yep.
I think it's int.
Plus 0. Plus, it's an int. Yep, hang on. 1 sec. Just let me check that. I believe
I thought you might hear some sort of open channel sound, or if we're really lucky, we'd see a tearful face like in the Blair Witch Project.
Found video, huh? Okay.
Well, found live
Yep.
podcast, live
Yep.
cam.
So what you're getting, Yui, is you're not getting any voice chat or video signal.
Mhm.
You're getting some really blurry static, but there seems to be a pattern, and if you listen to it, it repeats.
Okay.
And being comms, I'm going to say that com 0 will give you a familiarity with this idea. It's in the old Morse code, and it's sending out an SOS.
Okay. So we've got an SOS being sent out in a slightly odd way, but, whichever way it's necessary in an SOS situation. I mean, it could be just being repeated by a dead ship with no one left alive, but there's a fair chance there could be someone still there alive, so...
Okay, so
I mean,
what
and
you
at,
can
at
do...
this point, Mike Hunt is striding up and down the,
Right.
what would you call it, the bridge, demanding that we, apply the umbilical cord and go search the place, because I was informed of how he would play his character,
Right.
and we all know how he would play his character from last time we played with him.
Yep. He might also go for a very deep swim by the captain in a minute.
Yeah. Well, the captain
So-
had nothing to say last time,
No,
so...
that's no problem. Um, so Gregory, you can help them try to locate using your electronics to try to amplify your sensors, and then you get to try again to see if you can locate roughly.
Okay, my electronics is 2. What do you want me to roll?
Give me a. It's going to be a support roll, but just roll with your +2 plus your intelligence.
Okay,
bonus,
what's
if
my
you've got one?
What's my intellect again? Hang on, I'm just peeking at it.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a +1 for intellect, so that would be a +3 to the roll.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm rolling now. Boom, I got a roll of 9.
Okay. So you get a +1 on this, trying to locate where the signal is coming from.
Okay. That was for comms, right?
Sorry?
That was for comms, right?
Yep.
Comms again. Yep.
So you can't really tell exactly where in the hab unit's coming from, but it is coming from somewhere in the hab unit. It's not a passing ship or something else. It's coming from the habs unit, but that's all you know.
Yep. Alrighty.
Up to you guys. What are you doing next?
We're asking the captain whether he's going to be a wimp and leave the situation and get back up, or whether we're going to go in there and sort this business out.
Oh no, we're not leaving the place.
All right. Well,
he's going to station some people on the Leviathan's airlock. He's going to send an umbilical because that way you can send more people. And he doesn't lose the other sub if something happens to you. So he sends you 5 off, you 4 or 5, what it is, 5 off to it. He's given you permission to use guns, but no lasers or anything that can easily cut through the hull of the device. Ballistics,
yep.
There's a risk there, but a lot less than if you had a laser in your hand, you're slicing through the metal.
And what were the pistols we had last time that were non-live round, but they had, what rounds did they have?
Snub pistols carry, oh god, they carry all sorts of things. You'd have to look up the book.
Yeah, I know we had them last time, and the ship had plenty of them because it was bad to bring live ammunition underwater, so we were all equipped with one, but
I think it's a snub pistol is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And you're looking for... So anyone else can find it quicker than me, that'd be great.
Sorry, I'll just be back 1 sec. I just know there was some sort of ammunition we had that wasn't going to pierce the hull of the ship at all, but we had it.
Yeah, it's a
sorry, 1 sec.
Yep. Where are we?
Now, most of these things are bulletproof, I would think.
That's why he's the captain said he's allowing you to take guns but no lasers. Because lasers are probable to cut through things.
That would make sense.
Where the hell's the snub pistol rounds? I'm in the guns, but I'm not seeing the rounds that a snub pistol has. Nope. I'm in ship combat, that's no good. Frag, smoke, aerosol, and stun.
58, 59, 60.
And 61 is... Oh, that's grenades, sorry. Don't need grenades in that small area. Although, no, some people would like it. Snub pistol, low velocity revolver designed for shipboard and in zero-G environments, but it doesn't. Rounds.
Sable.
6/15, so it carries 2 different sorts. Is it under ammunition? That's super cool. I think, from memory, the trank rounds are the 6 and the other rounds are the 15.
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
Yeah. I think, from memory, you got 6 trank rounds and 15 Yeah, 15 bullet rounds. Hang on, where's the snub pistol? 2d6, which is damage for the bullet round. Otherwise, it's 2d6 stun or not stun. Sorry. Oh God, tranks.
Yeah, so it was trank rounds, but because of their shell, it was incredibly hard to actually hit them with a trank round that would actually do anything.
Yep. But the snub pistols also can fire bullets to do 2d6.
Yep, yeah, which is what ended up blasting its head open in the end.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so the umbilical cord's linked up. You guys have got the guards on the Leviathan side, and the 5 of you are ready to go through.
All right.
Now,
Well-
if I'm coming along, I've got my slug pistol, I've got my auto rifle, my auto pistol. I'm not playing around, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit with an auto rifle.
Yeah, and I also got I've got demolition skill. Is there anything I can trap or blow some
my
shit
God.
up? You know,
Not
just
in
a
the hub,
minor
not in the
explosion.
hub, no.
I've been wanting to build grenades, I think, since the beginning of this
Yep.
game, and I haven't been able to.
Well,
Mike looks gravely at
Yeah.
your weapon equipment.
I'm going through blowing stuff up with draw. It's the belter in me. I like to blow stuff up
okay,
methodically, you know.
right. So,
Mike's
Great
looking, wondering how they let you bring that large gun on the submersible in the first place. But anyway,
Yeah. Hey,
it's there.
Hey, he said I could bring guns. He
Yep.
said we
Uh-huh.
could bring guns.
Ostrom's got an advanced combat rifle and a big honking sword.
Mm-hmm.
yep. Mike has his shotgun and his sword, which he's very good with. Yui has her, which type of pistol is it? She's got a pistol with the trank rounds, but she's
Snub.
also got an auto pistol with
Okay.
standard rounds.
Radio. Donovan?
Yep.
I don't have a gun. I have a laser, which I must leave behind.
Mhm.
If it's supplied, I can take a snub pistol, and I'll put in the stats for that.
Okay.
Yeah, they are supplied. There was plenty
They
on
are.
the
All
ship.
right. And we gotta go with low velocity round, kinetic rounds only, and all that.
Well,
Yeah,
in
the
saying
trank
that,
rounds if possible.
Connor is bringing along an ACR. It's going to have some beautiful effects on the hull.
Yeah, let's just check our surroundings before we start firing off ACRs and whatnot. People, if possible.
Oh, what's a little bit of? Look at you! They'll just be taking a big bath if we're not careful about it. No big deal.
The water will be like water will be like a wall of steel.
Yeah, wouldn't one puncture in the hull basically instantly kill us all, pretty much?
Tons.
Well, it depends, because if you have a look, it's compartmentalized so that any one area takes a puncture. There's a lot of other areas in the head unit that are actually still usable.
Yeah, fair enough.
There'd be
Only-
some
only if you
safeguards
get it
for
in
that,
the airlock.
or you could close off sections, isn't there?
Yeah,
Hatches and stuff.
yeah. But
Yeah,
all those
we-
sliding doors do close off, but the problem is if you get it, the only place that would be really bad to get it in would be the airlock area.
Yeah, that
You've
would
got to
kind
go
of
out
suck.
the moon pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright.
you basically either in the airlock or waiting in the umbilical cord to get into the first room. That's where you are. There's no issue there. You follow your previous procedure, and you can basically say that you're all in around here. This one is still locked.
How do I do that whole draw a direction thing?
Oh, there's a circle with what looks like a comb.
Yep,
Yeah.
the ruler. Yep.
Yeah, you click that, and then you click show to others and no snapping, because then that lets you
Yep.
put it started anywhere.
Okay, sweet. Alright. Well, Mike, being the security officer, leads the way, as he does. He's got his sword out. He's proposing he's proposing that as we enter each room, most of you stay on one side of each hatchway while we scout out each room, so that if anything crazy happens, we can just sort of retreat and shut the hatch. And in that way, if any combat happens, I mean, we've got pretty much non-combat personnel, sort of. Like, we've got a medic who's not going to be want to be in the thick of things and stuff. And I suppose if anything happens to the hull, then the hatch can just be shut, and I don't know, what, 25, 30, 45% of us can die, but not the rest. Anyway, that's his.
I like those odds.
Yeah, that's his version of the situation.
Yeah, he said from the back.
Yeah.
And who's?
Well, I'm planning on being with the 55 to 75% here.
Okay.
All right. Well, he's looking for someone to put their hand up as the next viable combat personnel.
Yeah, that would be.
Who will go in with him to scout the room.
Yeah, Ostrom's a bit fragile, but he's huge and strong. So he's got that sword, so he's gonna be up front with you.
All right. He says basically, if we encounter one of them, let's try to stick to the pistol with, I guess, live ammunition, not the ACR, and see if we can take it down. But if shit gets hairy, I guess, you can do what you want, and everyone else on the other side of the door, if it looks like the hull's going to break, you have full permission to shut the hatch and save yourselves. And then Mike enters with Ostrom through this hatchway.
Okay. Okay, lighting is the same, although the sound is different. There is a hum, there's several different hums, different electrical sounds throughout the whole room. To your right, you can see two really big, they're sort of tall towers with coils of something going around them. You're not quite sure what, but basically they're the desalination tubes that provide the hab with the water.
Yep.
And then over here you see another big huge unit, which is the power plant, and then it's got several different bits and pieces that sort of that distributes the power too. Immediately to your left, which sort of blocks the view of the door, is another bigger tower, and that seems to be that one you can see is full of liquid, clear liquid. So you're assuming that could be water, it could be a coolant for the power plant. You don't know.
Yep.
That's what you can see.
Everything looks untouched. Everything's still humming as if there's been no presence in here.
Yep, everything was operative.
Alrighty.
As you move into sort of this spot here, if you like, you can see the door, and the door is still closed.
Alrighty. Well, Mike motions for the rest to move through, and I'm going to take this as a vote. You guys reckon we should shut each door behind us, so that if anything happens, it doesn't just flood the whole area? That way, at least if we all die and someone wants to come back...
Now, there's power in this place, right? I got electronics.
Yep.
I say hold on to that thought for a minute. Is there maybe emergency settings that is everything running? You said lights are on and things are running.
Give me a electrical check, please, Gregory.
And that's a +3 with the intelligence again, I'm assuming? Okay, I'm doing an electrical check because I don't think we need to shut the doors unless I think the emergency systems are operating. So I rolled a 10.
Okay.
See if
the only thing you notice is that you have to slightly adjust the coolant for the power core, but apart from that, everything across the board is green. So
then I would let them know that we just should leave things as they are. If there is a crisis, the systems will shut things down themselves.
Yeah, well, you can just quickly manually change the coolant sort of pressure, so that's easy enough to do. Just to
and I'm going to readjust the coolant issue if I can too, and get things back to power, and let them know we're all green.
Yep, all good.
Alrighty. And just to check, this stairwell here, now I can't do the click. The stairwell in the next room here, right? Was that the one that leads up to what was the command, sort of the communications center?
Communications command center this side.
Alright, sweet. Alright, well, we move to this door, which is open or closed? Either way, doesn't really matter. Closed. Alright.
I'm going to step behind them.
Yeah, open it.
Okay, so
Mike.
Each door basically has a number pad, as well as an above the number pad, an open and a closed, and right at the bottom it has an emergency in red, an emergency close button. So every door has that. Has an open and close button on the top, and then also has a number pad, probably to securely lock it if you don't want to engage the emergency lock. Okay.
So, but they're all open right now, right? Naturally.
They're operational.
This one's
The doors are closed, but they're operational.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just natural open, closed by the button.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just so you know what state they're in.
Okay.
So we are able to open them, or we would
Yep.
need a pin to open them.
No, they're
We are able
unlocked.
That is all right. They're unlocked. All right. All right. Well, we'd open it.
Yep. So it moves open. You can immediately see next to you the door that goes into the corridor around there.
Yep.
You can't see into these other areas because there's no door window in these doors. They're all solid sheets, obviously, because they are going to be performing bulkhead sort of operations eventually in an emergency. Over this way, you can see the spiral stairway leading up. Behind it, you can see three areas. This one over here, you can see has like a, it's the secure second server area. This one here has life support properties it takes care of.
Are those doors or?
They're doors, yep.
So those are 3 rooms.
Yep.
And somehow they're labeled.
This one here just has office admin supplies, is what it says. Sorry, Jerry?
So they're labeled what's beyond each door, what those rooms are. Okay.
Could be
Unless
useful.
those lobster men have gone crazy and they've swapped all the signs.
Aha! Lobsters.
Well, I guess
Ostrom goes over and knocks on each of the doors and says, "Anybody in there? Ollie, Ollie, oxen free."
And he listens and
Mike
nothing.
watches
Not
the
a
stairwell
pin drop.
yeah, nothing from either one of them, any one of them.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna go over here and open this door with my auto rifle ready.
Okay, this one does have a pin lock on it, so
Can I do an electronics roll to see if I can open it?
you can indeed.
Another 10.
Okay, 10. No, you can't get it on a 10. It need to be higher.
Okay.
You will try.
It just says access denied, basically on the pin pad.
What is is electronics intellect?
Intelligence,
It's
Skill plus intellect, yeah.
yeah.
So
Intelligence
it's a
or
plus
education,
3.
but intelligence.
So I
is-
need a higher roll for that.
Damn. Alright.
I suppose I could wait a minute and give it another try, or I'm gonna put.
It just takes more time, unless you activate something that
No,
locks
I'm
it
not.
down.
I'm not getting it.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not getting it. Leave it be. I get frustrated and walk away from it.
Okay.
I'll move on to the next door though.
Mhm.
Right here. We'll try to give that a shot. That's a 9. I don't know if that one's simple or.
That opens up.
Okay. I have my gun ready, and what do I see? As I
You
peek
see-
inside.
What you basically see is what you'd expect to see in a location that takes care of life support. So it's a separate subsystem of the computers that are in here that should everything else go down, you can see it's got a mini power plant that would initially kick in and keep life support going for a while. So it's the backup life support as well as the main frame's life support substructure. It looks all exactly how you'd expect it to be, really. I mean, these things don't really sort of change from vessel to vessel. Size-wise, they might, but basic function and structure
Okay.
they don't.
Based on the information that I got getting into this door, I'm going to walk back over to this door and see if that'll help me open this.
Okay.
We're going to give that another shot. And I still got a 10 only, so
Nope.
don't.
Just locks you out.
Okay. I'm going to close this door again and just
Yep.
leave it. And we're aware we want to keep that sealed because that's backup life support in case something happens.
All good.
And then I'm going to come over here and try to get this door.
Yep.
14. Bam.
What a pity. That would have worked wonderfully on the other one. Yeah, that
No,
comes
what
open.
okay.
You just see paper and pens and filing boards, and it's all just honestly, it's just office stationery stuff.
I'm gonna go through and see if there's. I'm just gonna like newspaper headline read.
Oh, no,
any of
nothing
the
like that. No, but like you know, like they've even got the old analog writing underwater boards in case your electronics goes down. You know, where you can communicate. They've got things like
Yeah.
that. They've got old analog stuff as well as backup digital stuff. So, but this is all.
I'm gonna do a rough.
thing.
I'm gonna do a rough look around at some of the documents and some of the things they have, and see if there's anything that jumps out as a concern.
Okay, so no documents are kept here. It's just all stuff to use if they need it. So nothing's been filled out.
Oh, it's just equipment for. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
I
You
wanna
would give,
go-
you would
Yeah.
give
Back
one
in-
last shot on the last door.
Yeah, one last shot on the last door, and it is not happening.
Nope.
Nope,
I
it's just not happening.
Oh, I want to just shoot the controls on it now.
Yeah.
Piss me off. I'm mad. I'm frustrated. I'm cussing in
yeah.
Commonwealth flavor.
Yeah, while they're doing all that, Ostrom is gonna carefully peek upstairs and scan to see if there's anyone or anything up in that observation deck. Just kind of poke his head up a little bit.
Okay, right, you go up. It's lit. I'm saying this like you've got your eyes just above floor level, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Ready to
It's appointed with some sort of nice plush-looking lounge suites, tables. What you can see is it's not activated at the moment, but right across from about here all the way across to about here is some sort of viewing window, but it's all closed off at the moment. There's over here, there's and you can see up here on these walls too, there's some panels which would light up as like screens. It's just a really nice viewing area, really.
One thing I can't see on here, Steve, is where would the door be to the area where the hab units are?
Right there.
That goes into a corridor, though, no?
Yeah.
I'm looking around for the cat.
The corridor opens up into the this way,
Alright,
though.
I'll
You
get
have to go in there first.
All right. I thought, yeah, okay. I thought someone had downloaded schematics from the ship or something. But yeah, all right.
Yeah, no,
Yep,
that's cool.
no
That's
worries.
cool. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, Mike suggests we go up into the upper stairwell first.
This one? Yep.
Yep,
Okay,
straight
so
up there.
You get there, and as I said, it's. I'm not going to put stuff in there, but this could easily house like half a dozen people quite comfortably. There's no food or water or anything of that sort of nature or things that offer that there. It's just a very nice looking viewing area. The only thing you've got is a couple of remotes around the place. That's all, which would either be to probably activate one of the screens or possibly even open the viewing section.
Anything we can work on in here to get any more information?
Apart
He
from
asks.
that, there's the door, and the door has another, like on these three doors, and on this door has another one of those, pin pads with an emergency close.
Oh, he asked the nerds of the group whether there's anything in the room they can do with the panels or with the anything. Considering he's just basically a security officer, he doesn't know anything. He's speaking to the rest of the crew.
Right. So one of you guys will pick up the remote, point it at the screens, and you turn it on, and the screen that you've got on at the moment is giving just out a whole lot of readings about all the sensors that are around the place: pressure, light, heat, oxygenation level of the water, presence of creatures of mass of this size within a 10-mile radius, or whatever, 10-mile radius, all that sort of stuff. It's not really doing
Fair
much
enough.
else, and it'll just cycle through various pictures of the head unit and areas that they've put in cameras around the area. Yeah, so it will cycle through until you see the picture of, it's all outside, of the moon pool. When you quickly look at that, You're not seeing anything because you're looking under and like up towards the surface of it. You're not seeing anything moving or any shadow across the moon pool.
Okay.
And it just flicks off to something else.
Well, at least there's not more entering. Alrighty, well, he approaches this door with Ostrom. Opens it.
Nope. Pin code only.
Pin code only. He steps back once again, addressing the more electronically skilled people in the group. Anything that can be done with this door?
I could give it a look. I'll give it a look and see if there's anything I could do with it. I come on up to where he's at.
Yep.
And I roll a 10, Steve.
Not opening.
He has a quick try.
Again in Commonwealth. I kick something if there's a garbage can or something or the wall, and I'm cussing some more and saying, why isn't this working?
No
I'm going to puzzle around a little bit, and I'm going to start tinkering with it and give it another shot. Oh!
Okay, this time it opens up.
Damn, about time. A couple following words.
Okay. So you get into the next room. Well, you can see into the next room straight away. The lights are there. You can. There's several around the curve, so to speak. There's several desks with screens, big huge screens. Screens are around about 4 or 5 feet big, wide, whatever the diagonal measurement is, 4 or 5 feet. Big things. And they're just, again, running off a whole lot of series of numbers and data. Everything seems to be automated, moving around. The only thing you can see out of place is on one of the desks. Oh, and in the middle there's a huge desk, a Surface desk, if you know what I mean. It's like one of those huge computer screen desks that you can touch and move things around and all digitally and all that sort of stuff. That's blank at the moment. But on one of these desks with a screen against the wall, so to speak, there's a big coffee cup. Seems to be only partially drunk, but it's also, to the touch, almost cold. So whatever happened actually only happened recently. But it's still a little bit warm.
Yeah.
Mike strides in and says, "Ha, nerds, do your work."
I'm wondering when the nerds are going to revolt.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have computer.
What
but
age is he? I
electronics.
don't think you'd revolt against how old is he? Damn it, he didn't put his age in. Oh, he's only 46. I thought he'd be older than that. He's old though.
Yeah.
For gaming, that's old.
Yep.
He's old.
Yep.
He's 46. He's stomping around the place.
Anyone with
Isn't it
computer
sad
skills?
that's old?
Pretty sure Yui's got 0.
0.
Computer 0. Should we give it a crack? Computer skill intelligence.
Yeah. Any there you go. Any knowledge skill as opposed to doing skill. If you've got a 0, you can only apply intelligence. You can't apply education bonuses because you've never been educated in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Yui gets the table she's on. She gets into it and she can start pulling up all sorts of stuff.
Alrighty.
What
Can
is
we
she
get
looking for?
looking for basically any video images around the place,
cameras.
especially the hab units. The other rooms we have like the lab down in the moonwell, if possible, around the moonwell and around that stairwell. Yep.
Well,
She can check out.
She can get into the internal cameras. That's easy.
Yep. She can surveil basically the whole place pretty much
so
that
she
we
pulls
haven't
up.
been.
Okay, so she pulls up. First one she pulls up is Command Central, which is seeing all of you guys in there. Then the room outside. Then it goes to the airlock room. It goes then to the. It just calls it Storage 1.
Yep. I imagine
so
we'd see
Storage
something.
1 has, excuse me, has 3 cameras. There's one facing this way, one facing in this way, and one There's always one coming out this way. Okay.
Yep.
So looking at that, there's nothing there at all. It's just it's got stuff. Although some stuff has been overturned and opened over in this area here.
Mike looks at the screen and says, "What? No dead tentacle monster? I could have
Nope.
sworn we took an arm off one there
Mm-hmm.
and killed it. Killed it dead." Yui nods her head, having been the one who shot it in the back of the head.
Yep.
It's gone. Alrighty.
Seems to be. Yep.
That's
In
kinda
here. Sorry, what was I saying? Jerry?
I said that's kind of creepy.
That is creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
They took back their dead.
Yeah, probably to eat him.
Hey, I got the. Oh no, I don't. They say I got space sciences in this game,
Mm-hmm.
including xenology. They probably took back their dead and ate them ritually to honor their fallen brothers because they know that they are delicious.
They had to get some butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sushi night would attest.
Yeah.
We see bloodstains and stuff. I presume at least.
Yeah. Last time it said blood.
You don't see blood.
That green stuff.
Examining the
Goo,
video,
goo.
you can see some sort of fluid, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
Bluish
Alrighty.
crab stuff.
I agree.
Okay, well that's weird. Moving along to the other cameras then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so moving into here, basically you can see the lab has not got anybody. It's mostly just water bubbling up in certain tubes. There's certain things happening. These three things here, here, and these things on the wall all seem to contain some sort of flora or fauna. You're not quite sure. In some cases, both. Some, but yeah. So that's pretty much it there. From the camera, you can see that this is a decontamination unit, which is not full at the moment. Apart from that, there's nothing else going on.
I have life sciences, so I want to check out that flora fauna and see if I can have any idea what exactly they were doing or what exactly its makeup is, or based on my skill or intellect.
Okay, so you can use either your intelligence or your if you've got life sciences 1. Are you saying?
Life science is 0.
0. Okay, intellect only. You're making your best guess, sort of thing. If you've got a bonus.
So
for
I
it.
get a plus 1 then.
Intelligence, sorry. Yep.
Okay. I roll a 7. I guess I'm not quite.
Apart from, it's probably specimens from the sea. That's about the only thing you could sort of have any sort of relative surety from. That's it.
Yeah.
Then you go. The head unit's a bit different. The cameras only go in this way. That's it.
Yeah.
So in in this sort of this void area is the common room. So it's got food preparation. It's got some entertainment section. So, there's a couple of ferns or some sort of plants to make it a bit homier. But that's about it.
Can we see where the door would be to enter
No,
to this sort of area?
It just seems to be a wall all the way around.
That's weird.
That is weird.
It's got to be an access way.
There's
got to
be
that center
yeah,
spindle.
There's got to be access
Unless-
somewhere.
Unless that's just like a big steel concrete frame that it's built off of, like a pillar or a tower that's built off of that's solid, or it's filled with something.
Yeah, or maybe
A
they sealed it
structural
off.
beam.
Yeah, maybe they sealed it off.
Yeah, it's a little room.
All right.
There's doors though. There's doors to that room on the side though, right here.
Mm-hmm.
See? And
Yeah,
here.
the little corridor. Yeah. Which we'll
Are
check.
those doors open, Steve?
No, they're all closed.
Can I go back around in there and try to open one of these?
Firstly, is there any way we can use comms to contact the HAB units in any way from this console?
Okay, well you've got the you've got the console, so you're doing a check. You can get to communications, yeah, internal, external.
Alrighty. I'll see if I can communicate with the HAB unit in any way. Roll for comms.
Yep.
Has anyone got above comms 0? Sorry.
Nope.
No. Electronics 2, but that doesn't count in this game.
Okay. Well, you're fairly sure you've sent a message to the comms. You're watching via the camera to see if anyone comes out of any of their actual accommodation units.
Yeah.
No door opens.
All right. Well, Mike's pretty keen on going down and checking the hallway, like Joe said.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going to stop there. Okay.
Unless, well, I don't know. Is there anything else we can do with this console? Can we force open doors?
Well, you've done the camera here, 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 here, and here.
Okay, yes. Well, we haven't done the cameras here, here, and here, so let's do them.
Okay. So, you turn the camera on the moon pool.
Yep.
So you've got one sort of looking out over the moon pool, and one sort of coming in this way, and one sort of coming in this way. So, these doors are closed. This door is open. There is movement. In here, there's a little bit of equipment, and there's 3 of the little lobster creatures that seem to be just moving around in here.
Okay.
Can we lock them in and flood them?
Try to flood a fish.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Couldn't we lock them in and depressurize it and suffocate them?
Maybe they work in air and water.
Not if there's no air.
That's cool. I don't know if an undersea area is built to evacuate an area.
Yeah, and if you think about it, the air pressure would be give it some structure. If you make it vacuum inside here, what's it going to do to the walls here?
I suppose. Okay, I'm just throwing out ideas. Yeah, I'm asking.
Yeah. Fine.
Yep, so
Well,
that's what you see there.
I want to shoot some lobsters then. I want to kill those
Okay,
things.
well you've definitely got 3 in this room. There's a
piss
double
me
doors
off.
here that are closed. This single door is open.
Can't we lock them in at least?
Any movement on the stairwell?
Okay, on the stairwell you can see another 3 or 4 of those creatures, and they seem to be feeding off one of their kind.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So that's...
They're eating the one that
7.
was killed.
Yep. And
It's either eating them for great honor or great contempt.
Yeah, that's a different type of funeral cultural deal.
Yeah. We won't know.
We'll just eat them.
And any other camera places you're going to? Excuse me, go to?
If there are any on the list, she'll check them.
In here.
Yep.
In here, there's some light, and off this one you can see just rows of equipment. Off this one here, you can see several people huddled around this door.
Oh god.
And
How did I
this
know
one
that was
here,
coming? How did I know
one
that was
person
coming?
huddled, somewhere by this door.
Yep.
Both doors seem to have stuff put in front of them.
We need to go down there and liberate these people, man.
Yeah.
Is there a...
You count 4 people in this room.
Yeah. Can we bottleneck them on, like, the stairs? If we can keep them bottlenecked to where only one of them can come up at a time, we can just...
Yeah, or even at the door
pieces.
here.
Yeah.
I griped to the group. He said, "Now you see, I could have built some grenades that would have just blew 6 feet in each direction and never hurt the wall. If someone would just let me do so." And I'm griping it, and I cuss a little more in some Commonwealth
Can
vulgarities.
you give me a demos roll, please, Jerry?
Okay, the
Demolition?
demos roll. What's my skill again? Let me just double check. Oh. I've got demolitions 1, and what does that count? Intelligence 2?
In this case, it would be intelligence because you're not actually making it. You're doing something else.
I rolled a 12.
In saying that, The equipment that you've passed in this room and in this room,
Yeah.
with scavenging a little bit off the life support room, you could probably make a very effective little explosion.
Sweet, I'm on it. I'm like excited. I'm like a crackhead with a big pile of crack in front of me now. I'm just like going to it.
Can you send comms to that one room down there with the people huddled?
You can try. Yep.
She says, apparently we have a lunatic in our party and you're all about to die. What she says is she asks, do they have any weapons to protect themselves? She tells them help is arriving and trying to deal with the situation. Do they have any weapons?
Well,
anything?
they had some snub pistols, but they don't seem to, and they've only got tranq rounds in them at the moment. They don't seem to really have any effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have no live rounds?
No, well, they didn't think then they'd need them.
Okay.
The first time we've encountered these creatures, so please don't kill them in case they're intelligent and we upset them and they actually start to attack us.
Well, that's too late.
They're going to die now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They're dead.
Yeah, Ostrom says, tell them to get back from the doors. Just in case.
Why? They say. We've got the doors closed and locked at the moment. The problem is we can't gain access up out of here, and we can't. We go use the moon pool, they'll probably follow us and get us. They're a lot faster in the water than they look.
Oh, we're working on that. Just stay back from the doors.
There's about 3
the
in
lady
there,
says, should we put our helmets on in case of an accident?
Definitely. Definitely.
I would say that these bombs they're going to blow up organic material. They shouldn't blow a hole in the wall. Shouldn't. I don't think. And then I shrug my shoulders a little.
Mainly safe.
We should be okay.
We should be okay. Yeah.
Ostrom's grins.
I like that grey area word, should. Yeah. It should all work out
be fine. Relax.
Mostly.
I got this. And then I madly go to making whatever I'm making again.
Okay. Well, so Matt, the security guy, I'm taking it he's quite gleeful that someone's going to make an explosive, yes? Or no?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Well, he's wondering what kind of explosive. I mean, Yui's sort of thinking maybe if you could use something from the chemistry lab that wouldn't burn through, that would like sort of splatter maybe weak to mild acid everywhere.
I'm thinking of something more on the lines of a small frag grenade. It's not going to be enough to penetrate the wall. A what?
A nail bomb.
What is the
something that'll really do a lot of damage to organic, but it's not enough to go through a wall. I mean, really, Steve, that would be more of my idea.
Yep.
Something that can, I mean, we throw it at them and it blows up, it's going to hurt them good.
The hull in this area, there's no, obviously it's just a straight hull. There's no observation windows or anything like that.
Nope.
All right.
Everything on the, apart from the moon pool, that's the only sort of opening in that area.
Well, as long as it's not gonna fire off anything stronger than a live round from a snub pistol, be my guest.
It's gonna be like a submachine gun all at once in a small area, more like that. I mean, just like it's gonna be like all in one rounded 6-foot area. I would say wherever we throw it to, it's gonna really do a lot of damage.
I'm gonna take a phone call. Hang on a second. You carry on.
Okay.
Is there any way you could employ maybe like something from the chemistry lab, like an acid or something, incorporate that into this explosive device so that it just sprays like a medium to weak to strong acid everywhere, which may slowly do damage to the hull, but we can neutralize the acid afterwards.
Even
this is
acetic acid,
like a dirty nail bomb. It's like a bunch of nails that's just going to splatter out for a certain radius. That's what.
Or we could have a vinegar bomb.
I've seen.
We could have a vinegar bomb because if you ever placed a chicken bone in vinegar for a week, it starts going rubbery. So Why don't we throw a vinegar bomb down the stairs every day for a week?
Vinegar is just really weak acetic acid. But if you've
That's
ever
right.
had really strong acetic acid,
Weaker acids probably wouldn't hurt
take a
at
week.
all.
Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't hurt the hole. Plus, it could be neutralized afterwards. But I mean, Yui's only got like a.
Oh, we're gonna have some blood and guts when we're done to clean up. We can deal with all the vinegar later.
Yeah.
This is not a chemical. It's an explosion frag bomb.
All
Not
right.
enough to go through the walls, but enough to really mess whatever is in its landing field radius.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about the shells that they've got, because that seems to be pretty good armor, but I think just what you've got there, it might at least encourage them to go back through the moon pool and leave, even if it doesn't kill them. But I hope it kills them.
If not, we'll have a hell of a fight on our hands. But I think when Steve gets off his phone call, we'll see how many I made, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Based on the equipment I found available to me.
At the least, it'll soften them up.
Yeah.
Oh, it should soften them up quite a bit.
Yeah. And we can finish them off when they try to come up.
Sorry. Sorry, what were you saying, Mentor?
We're just discussing, what we're going to do, and hoping that this bomb will kill them, or at least soften them up enough that we can finish them off.
Okay. Rightio. So this is how we're going to do it. Jerry, you are going to roll 1d6 plus whatever you get as the in a second. I've rolled the other number, and that'll tell me whether or not it's going to succeed when you do it. Whoever's going to throw it. You haven't thrown it yet; you're just making it. So when you're ready,
no. How many? Ideally, I'm making several. How many can I make? I mean, I'd like more than one shot at this. We throw one, boom. Throw another one, boom.
Remember, if you're going to throw it, you are also in the path of the projectiles coming out of it. So you need to make sure you're out of the way of its explosion. You won't be able to go throw, boom, throw, boom. We throw, boom, then come back and throw, run away, boom, come back and throw, boom, like that.
Well, we're sort of just going to throw them down the stairwell, I would say. Right?
Yeah. Won't we have to open the door and throw them through? Because I thought at the bottom of the stairs there's the door, and then there's the moon pool on the other side. And I thought the creatures on the other side.
Can't get there. You're up.
There's four here.
You're in this level at the moment. You're going to go down to this level, and then that's as close as you can get to the top of the stairwell there.
But the majority of them are just in this area anyway.
Yep. So you're going to drop.
Okay.
Okay. So
just
you're going to
drop them down the stairwell.
all of them together, and then hope for the best, because that's a big explosion, or just drop one or two.
I say we drop one, then the next, then the next. Then Mike says we try to hold this choke point here, and if it gets overrun, we fall back to this choke point here, and if it gets overrun, we just lock the door and consider our options from there.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Rightio.
Let's do it.
Okay, so make your roll, Jerry, to see how successful they may or may not be. 1d6 plus your bonuses.
Sorry, I just got knocked off for a second. Am I back?
Yep. Sorry. So if you just give me your 1d6, because I've rolled the other one in secret, and any bonuses you have, and you'll have a rough idea of how well you think it's going to be.
Okay. Oh, I rolled twice here. Wait a minute, something's wrong.
It's okay, just take.
Let me just do that again. I don't know why I rolled twice. Okay, there's my roll.
Okay, so you're feeling pretty good.
All right.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
To answer your questions, how many can you
That
get?
roll's an 8. That's not a 3 because I have demolitions 1 plus intelligence. So I don't know why I had a 3 there. So just say it's an 8.
Yep. That's all cool. Okay. So you're going to be able to make 3 of these things.
Okay.
Okay, rightio. So you then what? Go down, walk around until you get to here. Is someone staying in here, communicating or not?
I don't really see any. Well, Mike doesn't really see any reason to, considering most of what's going to happen is going to happen down there. I guess before we leave, though, we'll just Yui will comms to the people, telling them we're about to go down and try and liberate them from their situation, and to huddle back against the far wall with their helmets on.
Right.
Is this the staircase going down? Is this this one?
That's that one
That's
there.
that one right there. Okay.
They connect, yeah. Okay, so Mike, you unlock this door.
Yep.
In it you see, as I said, it's a storage room with a stairwell going down. There's some storage stuff here, and over in the corner there's some stuff that's been sort of overturned and gone through. And there's sort of some ooey gooey mixture here on the ground, which you pretty much know what that's about.
He motions for everyone to be quiet,
Mm-hmm.
to take up positions sort of here, and then I guess him here, Ostrom here, and then for Gregory to go do his thing. He motions for Donovan to stay back, Donovan and Yui to stay back slightly, being that they're, you know, more...
Over here somewhere?
Yeah, over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Sort of out of harm's way. He pulls out his sword, and he's got his shotgun in the other hand. He's got it rested on the side of the stairwell, so that if they sort of come up, he sort of doesn't even need to aim at all. He can just blast straight down the stairwell.
Okay, so he's already looking down the stairwell.
Yeah, well, he sort of steps back
Just-
for a second when the explosions go off.
I'm right alongside him, and I've got my auto rifle hanging in front of me, ready to grab.
Rightio.
I've got my auto pistol
Well, as
holster
you're
loose.
doing all that, as you look down, one of those things will look up and it'll start moving up and chitter away. Better
Right.
start
Well, I
moving.
just want to explain how I'm approaching it, and I have a grenade ready to throw down there.
Well, you better
one
do
of my
something because it's
grenades.
coming up.
Do I have enough time to throw it down at him?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
Well, then we throw it. We throw it,
Okay,
and I tell
you-
everybody
you
step
throw
back.
it, and people throw. Okay, I need you to give me a grenade throwing toss at a -2
Why?
because you're having to move away real quick.
So it's 2d6 minus 2?
Yep, plus any dex you got.
I got a bonus of 2 for... No, it's a +1. It's 11 for dex, so at a -1.
Okay, all good.
I got a 10
Okay,
still.
so very good. So you get it down where you need to get it, and it means that no one in your group's endangered. Give me a 5d6, please.
Yes. Damage. Okay, we're working on that.
Is that one still on the stairs, Steve? Like, did the grenade
I'm
go
about
past
to find
him?
out.
All right.
18. Boom!
Okay,
Ooh.
boom, blum. Okay, there is one on the stairs, but it's collapsed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow them down.
Mike motions, throw the next grenade, buddy. Let's do this.
Okay, the next one is going to
they're in
be...
the other room, though. They're in the other room.
Yeah.
Is there more coming up the stairs, or no?
There's movement down there, but who knows what it's about.
I doubt you killed all 4 of them in one with one
No,
grenade.
we might have killed one. I would approach the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to aim down. That thing's laying there on the stairs, right?
Yeah.
My frag grenade messed it up. It's collapsed, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to name... I've got the other 2 holstered on me. I'm going to aim down with my auto rifle and just let loose on the one laying on the stairs.
Oh,
No,
God. Okay.
Wait, the
Ostrom
body?
can just poke
On
him.
the body, yeah. I'm going to make sure it's dead. I'm just going to let loose on it. Take a couple.
Right. Well, give
And
me
then I'm
one
ready to
2D
throw the other one if need be. I could drop my auto rifle, throw the next
Give
one.
me a 2d6 on your auto rifle, please. Just double ones mean something bad's gone wrong.
Okay, what are my skills? Let's see. I do have
Don't worry about
Slow-
skills, it's just a 2d6 roll. If you roll double ones, it means somehow something's screwed up, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm rolling.
Which could be catastrophic.
5.
Yeah, no, okay, so all you see is this body, it doesn't jump, but it's just when the bullets hit the body, you know, it makes that little sort of skipping of around the ripple of the flesh as it's ripped up to pieces, and you make whole mincemeat of it, sort of, pretty much, after you burn
It's pretty much dead then.
Yep.
Mike yells, "Roll the grenades down the stairwell."
They
Yeah,
don't
do it through the
roll.
door,
They're
though.
not round. They're just built. They're
Okay, I'm curious. Is
Well,
there
you know.
anything else coming up the grenades? Because I'm wondering if we want to throw them in this room. This is where they all are.
No, there's 3 in there. There was actually more in this room.
Okay, there's more in that room. I drop another
right below the
grenade
stairwell.
in there.
Yeah.
okay.
Then I throw another grenade in there and I step back.
Okay.
All right.
Give me another
Austin, sit
hit
back
roll,
to you.
please.
They were feasting on the body in here. There was like 3
2d6
or 4.
roll.
2d4. 2d4. 2d6 minus 1. I think you said your adjustment is A.
Okay. 7.
Don't you love it? Okay. Ping, ping. Bits and pieces go all over the place. Oh, okay. Let's get this in the right window.
I'm imagining the huddled peasants that are probably quite scared right now.
Yeah, I'd be worried about you guys right now. But okay,
Oh,
so
God.
1d6. On a 1, it's going to hit Gregory. On a 6, it's going to hit one of you other ones. On anything else, the shrapnel misses all of you guys because it goes off a bit higher than you expected.
All right.
Luckily, you get narrowly missed, Gregory. The grenade just goes off a bit too early, and you manage to sort of hit the ground as bits of shrapnel. You can hear it ping and little sparks or whatever come off the metal. You can definitely see that you've given the inside of the room a few racing stripes. Yeah.
I look over at the group and shrug my shoulders with my hands spread out like, oh, oops.
What do you
It
think on
should
there?
work.
It should have worked a little better than that, but I think we got the job done.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, we didn't take a little pieces of us either. Something on those lines. I got one more left, I say with a wink.
Do you want to
What do you
look at that
think
one?
there?
Do you want to look at it first?
I do a little bit of an eyeball check at it. I step back and listen. I want to let somebody else go forward with some gun skill if they can, because I think now we need to go down and make sure we wiped them all out. We got another room full, or lock them in the other
Can
room.
you give me a demo check, please?
A demo check would be a +2.
I think so.
Yep. I have 8. I'm
Yep.
checking the other one.
You could always make your digital detonator a few seconds longer. That gives you a bit of safety, and it probably will get more into the middle of the room.
But do I have time to change that now or no?
It's a field jury rig thing. You can do that if you want.
Okay, well, I'd step back and let the other guys go. I wave the other guys forward with their guns so they can recon or do a little bit of surveying of what's down there, and then I'm going to putz with the last charge on the last
Just
break.
I hope it's not that whole Star Trigger thing all over again.
Yeah.
Hours have become minutes. Yay.
Yeah. Mike starts stepping down the stairs. He wants to see what's going on down there, basically.
Right.
So he's slowly walking down with his sword in front
I'm
of him.
glad that he's doing it slowly because it's slimy and there's bits of stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ostrom's at his back.
Nothing like sliding over lobster slime,
That's
sliding
right.
and cracking your head.
Yeah. So as you're moving down, you can see, basically what you can see is something being dragged out through that door.
Oh, they got more.
Can I see any more of them in here?
No, it's empty.
It's empty. All right.
Do the last.
Yeah,
Do the
motion.
last grenade.
Yeah, motion for Ostrom to tell Gregory to get his ass down here with that last grenade.
Yeah. Yeah. Ostrom does that. He says, "Hey, bring the last grenade."
All right. Yeah. Mike moves up to one side of the doorway.
Okay. Righto. It does have the buttons, and they do seem to be a little bit. Your attention's taken all over here with the people that have, the individual creatures that have fallen down. They're already starting to munch down on one of them.
So
he
they're all in
has
here.
a moment of clarity and just shuts the door.
Right.
Yeah, they're all in there, and I want to manually lock the door too.
Yep.
We don't need to fight them. We just lock them in and get the people up to the other levels.
Pretty much.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh.
Moment of clarity, and then
Well,
tell
Gregory
Gregory
did
to
have-
put that improvised explosive device somewhere far away.
or defuse it.
I look at him and smile and said, "We could have just threw it in there quick. What the heck? I got the timer better.
That's right.
Fragments flying past her head this time."
Honestly, I think maybe it's probably safer in there than anywhere near us. So, if you want to open the door and quickly throw it in, I mean, Mike's down for the idea. He always likes a bit of extra killing.
Austin's
do that, Steve?
quite happy by that.
Can I do that?
Up to you. Where you go, make a throw.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's throw it in there quick.
We do it quickly, very, very, very
Let's
quickly.
Yeah.
Just don't
No,
roll bad rolls.
You gotta
Straight to-
soliloquize.
And
Yeah.
we make sure the door is going to shut behind it
I rolled an
immediately.
11.
Right.
Oh,
It's placed nicely.
I rolled an
The
11.
door shuts and you hear a few seconds later, boom, a dull thud boom.
We got cameras. We can see what's going. How
Possibly.
it turned out.
They're way up over here.
So
you
Yui's
can,
moved.
you
Yui's
can
moved down,
open
she's
the
already
door,
working on the
or
other
you
door.
can leave it shut and just see something from somewhere else.
Leave
We're gonna
shut.
leave the door
It's
shut
all
and check it
shut.
from the camera.
Yep. Okay. You get
Just
get
for fun,
open
can I
those
roll
doors.
Can I
Yeah.
roll the 5d6 for fun?
A
19.
D6. For what? Oh, 5d6. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yep. Boom.
Boom.
Well, you already know an 18's going to do enough damage to take one out, so...
There's probably one of them left in there thinking, what? Feast?
Yeah.
Feast?
Okay.
But don't they have morale checks of some kind in Traveler? My goodness.
They get their own, man. When they're
I
own
thought they would slither out of there.
Yep. Okay, so you managed to convince the other people to open these doors because they've got them locked from the inside.
We shout, it's okay.
It's okay. When coast is clear, you were here to rescue. We taking care of it.
You hear
Yeah.
something about what the hell was that explosion?
It was us taking care of the situation.
It's fine.
Inside the
All
head.
fine.
Okay, well you're talking, so you must have air, so it must be safe to get out there.
It's
It's
safe.
safe.
We can escort
all
you
fine.
back to a submersible and get you back on
Right.
dry land. Would it be dry land? Not dry land, but you know.
What we need to do is
No.
close down the moon pool first. So, do we have access to, as the door's opening, the guy says, do we have access to the moon pool room? Because then we can just lock the moon pool down. Then they don't have access
We-
inside.
We don't have access to the moon pool room at this stage.
Okay, we can get up the top and see if they're there and we can lock it that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Rightio.
Let's do it.
So they sort of go, okay, and they also a bit, oh my god, you blew one into bits. One of the scientists just
Well,
picks
we
over and
blew
grabs the
several into
sample.
bits.
And sort of saying, gotta get this to the lab, come on, hurry up.
Yeah.
The others are going, you know, they've all got their own little ideas of where they should go. There's a man and a woman who just want to get the hell out of there. There's one guy who's a bit pissed off that you've made a
I
mess.
asked one,
and one
if
guy
if
who's
he could
happy you've
show
made a
me how to
mess.
open this door.
The guy says, you don't need to worry about that, that's just for safety. Come on, let's get up and see if we can close the moon pool.
I'm still pissed off about this door. Damn it.
And he says, if you've got any of those explosives, don't even try it.
I don't want to explode it. I just want to know how it opens. What the heck kind of wire did I not cross right? Or what?
Okay, so he gets up to
Sorry,
here.
I'm back.
Yep,
I
he
just
gets
had a
up to
call
here.
from the real Michael Hunt asking me if I was playing his character properly.
Tell
Giant
him that
footballs.
the real Michael Hunt is happily making flower arrangements.
Alright.
You know,
Awesome.
he'll love that. He'll love that.
I
And he's about to sacrifice his life for everyone.
should have told him he was dead already.
Okay, so the guy gets up here, and he just taps into the system, has a look, and like it's splatter time all over the place in here. Because my God, that's going to take a while to clean up. There's bits and pieces all over the place. He turns on and he can actually see one of the creatures leaving, which is holding on to a bit of one of the other creatures, probably a late night snack or something, you're not sure. And he just starts the process of locking down the moon door.
Alright.
Right.
Cool.
So there's no more live creatures left in here, just the last one was just scrabbling away with a piece of his friend?
Hmm.
Yep. Alright. So the place is locked down pretty much.
And I look over at Ostrom and Donovan and Yuri and say, "Hey, do you see how well easy my grenades made this for us? Do you think we know?"
Mike definitely commends you on your use of grenades.
That was amazing.
Totally
I want to make more bombs.
Yeah, totally against the book, but anyway.
Yeah, you do that. More bombs are good.
All right. So
we better evacuate the people because I think those lobster guys will be back in force.
Pretty much,
We keep the phone door closed. They can't really get in. They don't seem like they're high tech. They can't really get in. We need to close this and seal this off.
So
we need to.
They could attack the umbilical we've got attached to the hub, though. So I think we should, Mike's saying I think we should escort these people out of here pronto, get them back to the Leviathan. Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, back to the
So
Leviathan.
they quickly gather their stuff. The guy who seems to be in charge does what he has to do. He shuts down the whole place, and you leave. It takes all of about half an hour, sort of pretty much on high alert. And with that, the Leviathan starts to turn back to the base. I'm going to go say that the next couple of weeks will just go by real quick. What you do find out is that it's thought that these creatures are just that, creatures. Although they're big and humanoid-like, the idea is that people would just humanizing them or something. But anyway, they were.
They're probably like gorilla intelligence. They're not quite sentient.
Yeah.
But they're not stupid either.
No. So that hab has to be abandoned because it's too close to. They didn't realise it was close to that sort of colony of whatever they were. Although they have some. Thank you, anthropomorphizing them. That one guy managed to pick up some samples. has there's some interesting stuff going on with that, and your time basically on the base has sort of come to an end, and pretty much your time has come to an end on the planet. So before it does though, there's, as you're sort of winding down, a call comes through, and they're sending out a general call for anyone who has any spaceship experience.
How's your merchant?
Yeah, I'm piloting 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got piloting something 2, 3, 2.
Right.
I've got we got a lot of 0G piloting 2.
Okay, and I also need a couple of medics.
We got
piloting
medic
2, medic 1, and first officer merchants. Love spaceships.
Melter.
Yeah.
Prospecting skills. Yeah, I'm.
Rightio. And haven't heard from you, Mantar. What's the problem there?
What's that? Oh, I'm looking over my stuff. He was a drifter and a hunter.
Okay.
He's got 0 in comms and mechanics, but he's not very bright. He's got bribery, streetwise, and survival, and then some weapon skills. Oh, and athletic.
Well, that 0 in comms is a help. That might help you somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they're needing,
and mechanics.
Yeah, they're needing a crew pretty quickly. So if you're willing to take the job, this will be a bonus job, basically, guys. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be, he says, you're going to be going to the outer limits of non-human space. We've got an emergency message from an emergency buoy from Altair. We need to jump in there and see what's happening, but we know we're going to need medics.
So they're going to give us a ship? We're going to crew a ship? And
no, you're going to be crewing the ship. The ship is already controlled by someone.
Oh, we're not going to... Someone else is in control. We're going on board of a ship. We're not going to get a small ship and just go there like a scout or something.
Nope. So if you're willing to sign on for that, it's a bonus to your...
What kind of ship are we going on?
The guy
Mike is keen as
just that you're going to go to Altair. So, anyone here have got navigate? Or navigation?
Yes, navigation 3.
Give me a 2d6.
Beautiful.
2d6 plus navigation 3 plus any intelligence bonus. Or
Plus 3 plus 2.
education, whichever's the best.
Plus 3 plus 2. Yeah.
Navigation is beautiful. You and I can take any ship we want together.
Yeah, mate.
Yep. Give me the roll, please.
Oh, wait. We want it now. All right.
Yep. Whoa. Okay. Interesting fact. Altair, he said, to your understanding, Altair is 2 jumps away. That means they're using a 2 jump ship. Those are new. And you've never heard of a non-liner, non-big merchant ship being a 2 jump ship. So this might be interesting.
Sounds good.
That's right. Well, Jump 2 is brand new, so this is at that lower tech level. We're just interstellar.
Sweet.
It's a whole new deal, Trinary. It's
Yeah. So you guys, basically, are you accepting the job? Sorry, first of all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course we are.
Mike, too, he puts his name
On
down as
board.
security.
Mm-hmm.
And to wave swords around, obviously.
And to
Yeah.
sort of,
Yeah.
because you need some sort of sword waving maniac, don't you?
Oh, you have
Okay,
to
no,
have
but
one.
security, because
Yeah,
they
2 of
don't
them.
know the full details of the SOS. Basically, it's just been sent through by a jump boy. They don't know what they're going into, so you do know you're signing up for potentially high danger, high risk. But he says he just wants to make sure you know that before you
High
jump
reward.
into this. Well, the reward is probably just basic wages. perhaps some danger money. Perhaps there might be something else. I don't know. He says, but all I need to do is I need to crew the ship as quick as I can.
All right.
So,
Well, Yui and Mike are down for it.
right.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're going to actually be piloting this ship, or whose ship is it? I want to
Depends
know more
on
about
what we get in the end, the guy says. I don't know. Right, so you guys are all shipped off to Central, and then you are on board the ship. I'll give you a quick look at the picture of the ship. Give it a second to load. Snore. Sorry. Here we go. So that's the ship. If you can see it, it's right in the middle.
Well, that's kind of cool looking.
Whoa.
So it's a small. It's
Oh, not so small.
It's about
how-
200 ton.
Awesome.
What's the
it's
crew
about 200
complement?
ton.
The crew complement at the moment, it's they've got it a modular region, so they're taking on a total of 10 people.
So
And
we're
that's-
going to be piloting it. I'm going to be piloting it.
Possibly. You won't be the main pilot, but yeah, you'll be piloting it for part of it. So, okay, the guy sort of takes you through as you sort of are locked down. So, in the cockpit, there's going to be the main pilot, navigator, Yui, you got 3, did you say?
You're always the navigator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got the navigator's console straight away. Ostrom, you're back in the engine section. You're Donovan, you're with another person who's another medic. You're strapped into your station. And Greg, you're probably in behind the first pilot just as to observe what happens when it's your turn to start piloting this thing. So basically, in an atmosphere, this part here and this part here actually hinge out to become a wider bit of a wing. So it's got more support in the atmosphere. Otherwise, it tucks in for the rest of its normal flight. It is
Great.
0G compatible, that sort of stuff.
What's the name for this ship?
You're not told.
The ship.
Yeah.
Is it part of a? Is it a corporate ship? It's part of this business that we're working for, or is
It's
it a naval
well,
ship?
you're not sure. You don't see any insignia on the puppy, so it's really hard. This is
Does
exactly
it
how you
look like
see
it's
it.
brand new?
It looks like it's almost straight out of the factory.
The good ship, suspicious ship.
So you're saying a good ship is a suspicious ship? Yeah. Okay,
Call it-
radio.
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, well, in answer to your question, the pilot will say, it's had a few jumps under its belt. It's not brand new, but it works well. Okay, radio. So he's sort of talking, and while he's talking, basically, Gregory, you are just following on your board, so you know exactly what to do. There's a couple of few differences. There's a couple more calibrations you've got to make to generate the field and all that sort of stuff. But apart from that, it's all pretty basic information for you. And you fly out of the Arcadia. You fly out to roughly 100, or just a little bit more than 100 radii. 100 diameters, sorry, radio, you'd be in trouble. 100 diameters. And then he just wants a navigator to double check the figures. So you roll a d6 plus any of your bonuses, navigator. And I roll 1, and you won't know what I roll, but you have a just about a guesstimate of where you are.
Steve, what hex number are we going to on the map? What's the planet we were on and the one we're going to?
Okay, you were in
0907.
0907,
Okay,
and
stop.
you were going to 1105.
1105. 1105 doesn't have anything in it.
Sorry,
Oh,
say that
it's
again.
1106.
Oh, 1106. Altar?
Altar. Well,
Okay.
oh, sorry, 1106. I beg your pardon. Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
the edge of human space.
We're going to Altar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here? Yeah.
Okay, we're going to Altar, 1106. So we got one jump from Struv to Altar.
From
Struv is
Arcadia.
where we were.
Okay, it's called Arcadia.
It's called Arcadia, but the star was at. Okay.
0907 is called Arcadia. Yeah. Renamed Arcadia.
Okay. I'm looking at the actual.
Yeah, the star map.
Yeah,
That's what called.
Arcadia.
Yeah.
Then we're going to the Altar system.
So he pushes the buttons, and boom, the engines engage, and you're away. Really smooth. The shields come down, and you basically got a week now. So in that week, everyone goes through drills, practicing for any sort of possible emergency they can do.
Besides,
Mark will be given a look at so where you're heading, there is a research station that is in orbit above Altair, right? Which is, it doesn't say what sort of research it's about, but it was a research station. So Mark's given the schematics of it so he can understand where everything is. Donovan, you are given the schematics of the medical area in case you have to use it. You know what's in there and all that sort of stuff. Ostrom, you've been given the details on the engineering part of the machine, so you know what you're looking for if it's something to do with that nature. That's about it, really. You're just given parts of what you guys are really good at to actually, if you need to, if that's what the emergency is about, you know what to do, where to go straight away, sort of thing. Yep, you're going to say something, Jerry.
I was going to just ask, based on how many people are on besides us, are part of the crew. How many of us are total on this ship? It's 200 tons.
12 people total.
12 people total. Okay, so there's 4 of us, and then there's 8 other crew members.
5 and 7. Yep.
5 and 7.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
With Mark's. Yep.
that's right. You
Cool.
got 2. You got 1 plane 2. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you guys, that's pretty much all you're getting. You don't know a hell of a lot about Altair. You know it's a hot world, so you're expecting some sort of desert-like area. That's all you really know. There's not a hell of a lot of information on the planet, and that's part of the reason why they had the research station above it, orbiting it.
Are you using the data on the map, or you've changed it a little?
You'll find out when you get there.
Because the data on the map has Altair as starport X, size 9, atmosphere 8, and then no hydrographics 00000 temperate.
Yep, and those are the stats that your character understands.
Yep, and the planets, there's planet bodies. What does PBG stand for again?
Planetoid, PB, belt, how many belts there are, and G, how many giants there are. Population modifier,
Oh.
how many asteroid belts and how many gas giants.
So there's one belt and there's one gas giant.
Yep.
There's no population here. It sounds like it's just it's a large, dry, rough atmosphere, exotic atmosphere. A is exotic, isn't it?
Yep.
Just exotic, which means you're going to have an oxygen or vac suit, or even if the pressure's right.
Yep.
You can't use a filter mask because there's not enough oxygen in the atmosphere. That's unique.
It. Yep. So
And
you'll all
there's
go through that drill, so you'll all understand that also, should you end up on the planet's surface, that is what you're going to be facing. You'd also go through a drill of your survival kits. In all likelihood, if you have to go down to the planet and you've got no other ways of surviving unless you've got your survival kit, you're probably going to be dead before help is going to get there.
Yeah, there's nothing down there, man.
Yeah,
your
survival kit's going to last 3 to 4 weeks at the most if you're really, really stingy with it. Which is just,
Absolutely no water of any kind anywhere.
Nope. Okay, so that's pretty much what happens the week. You're not really given a shitload of information. You're overloaded with all possibilities in your area, but you're not given any overall emotion.
So we're going there to rescue somebody?
Apparently there was a emergency buoy sent back to Arcadia, and pretty much on the spot a crew was formed, and now you're heading there. So,
okay.
That's it. Now, just before we get to there, gentlemen, I need you to give me one of two answers, or one of your decision is about how this goes. Are you happy with playing it how we have been playing it, or are you happy for a different direction to enter into the game yet?
That's vague. We don't understand.
Yeah, that's a vague question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, how have you been playing? How is this game? How the story's been about, sort of thing? Are you happy for it to go in that sort of line of gaming, or are you happy for something new to be introduced into the game?
I'm open to something new, but I'm fine with the way things are. I mean, it's kind of nice.
If you've got to choose one or the other, that's all, because I've got to know which set of stuff I'm going to go with.
Fuck, I can go either way, Steve. I like
my
the idea
interpretation. My interpretation of that is: do we want to keep doing jobs for people, or does something crazy want to happen?
Yeah, I'd say something new would be fun.
Yeah, something new would be fun, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'll go with
I don't mind either way, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah.
I just want to know a general idea before anything happens.
I can go either way too, but I'd lean towards new. But
this is vague. This is vague bullshit. It's door number 1 or door number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't know
door number
exactly
1
what
or
you're
window
looking
number
at.
4, or would you rather go
Yeah,
for the pimento?
exactly.
You know, it's that sort of stuff.
I
But
like the way the game's going.
Yeah, same here, but
I definitely like the idea of being in space or going to another world. You know,
Wow.
instead of just
Okay.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
the same time, I definitely have been enjoying the game thoroughly,
Yeah.
and it's good to have like a direction that's
yeah.
semi-predefined, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, like we've got jobs to do. We go and we get them done. So
Yep.
that's been good. Yeah.
All good. Okay, radio.
and this map's
So,
been
bam, you come out of hyperspace. Boom. Can I get? I think Yui, you've got comms. Is that right?
She's got a lot of things 0.
That's okay, as long as you've got comms.
Yeah,
this is
she's
a
got
pretty
comms,
standard roll, so you only need to hit a 6. Can you try to pick up the lab, please, as you're coming in? It's going to take you a couple of hours to come in.
Sorry, plus intel. Yeah.
Okay, you send out. All you get is a repeating SOS,
Mhm.
or a Mayday sort of thing. That's all you're getting is a repeating Mayday
So,
signature.
Where
you're
do we
not
come
Mayday.
out in the system? Are we close to the belt, to the gas giant? I'm sure
You're
there's more.
close to Altair A, which is what the name of the planet is.
Altair A.
Yeah, so Altair is a sun, a belt.
It's a
Altair
big
A,
star. It's like a white.
Yep,
It's a giant.
yep. So
Yeah,
Altair,
it's-
a belt, Altair A, Altair B, C, D, E. They go from rocky to just ice, and then the gas giant. Yeah, so you're on Altair A, which is, if we're talking about life zones, you're on the inside of the life zone. You're right on the uttermost inside edge of the life zone.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's astrometrically where you're sort of standing. As I said, you're getting is an automated signal of Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Not somebody's voice. You're getting the digitalized version of.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you any information. So the pilot is just going to and I'm not going to roll for him, put the pedal to the metal and just take the ship up to. So one thing you can see, Gregory, because you are a pilot, you'll notice that the ship has 4G.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, it's
Jump to 4G. I'm sitting in the co-pilot seat just observing and kind of taking in what the main pilot's doing, right? Is that about right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just assisting him in any way he asks and observing all of the ways and how the ship works and operates.
Radio. Also, then he gives the order for the turrets to be manned as you're coming in. Suddenly you see a different part of your board and his board light up, and he asks you to double check, verify that the turrets are online. So you read down like, okay, radio. Yep. So this thing has triple turrets. It has missiles, lasers, and sandcasters in both turrets.
So it's a 200 tons, so it has 2 triple turrets.
And it's loaded for beer. So all
This
these
is a
things
military vessel, man.
these things aren't adding
There's
up.
more. There's more to this story than meets the eye.
I
This-
think things
this
have
is
just changed.
a typical rescue story. Something's up big here.
This is no ordinary ship. It's
Yeah, this isn't your little rescue ambulance, man. This is a military freaking mercenary.
when the
type.
turrets sprang up, this ship became something a mother porcupine could love.
So you
Yeah,
you
this
asked
is-
to try to raise the research station.
Yep.
You get
Comms,
nothing back.
obviously. Get nothing back. Alright.
Radio. So there's a shipwide announcement that you're going in. They're getting no signal apart from Mayday from the research station. If it's not manned and people are on the planet, they're going to have to do all they possibly can to try to.
Are we still in space, or have we entered the atmosphere?
No, you're not even near the planet yet. But he's just giving you all you're about an hour out. He's sort of giving people all the prep work. So he wants a team to assemble enough resources for a space walk and enough resources for an operational landing on the planet. Just to for what people need. So that's when he gives you some of the chemical composition of the atmosphere finally. So this atmosphere is over 70% argon. So while argon is, just for those of you, and like Donovan would be able to tell you this, argon is a noble gas, so it's not poisonous, but it is an irritant in enough exposure and enough of it.
You don't want to breathe it.
No.
There's no oxygen in the atmosphere. There's
Oxygen, it's about 8%.
not enough.
Nope.
In the atmosphere standard pressure, it's about. Or is it-
No, the oxygen is at 1.6 pressures. So it is
1.6, so it's a dense atmosphere. 1.6 pressures, it's a thicker atmosphere.
It is,
heavy.
but it's also exotic. So
It's exotic,
yeah.
so it's not anyway in the breathable spectrum in any way, shape, or form.
No, but it is both dense and exotic. But exotic takes precedence over the denseness because obviously you can breathe in a dense one if it's got the right composition. You can't in an exotic.
You can't breathe at all in an exotic atmosphere.
No,
Yeah.
no, yeah. So you're getting a look at what you're doing, or you're getting an idea of where you're going. You're either going to be in space or you're going to be on a planet that's built to kill humans, basically. So you come in, you're all sort of watching, listening, waiting for anything else. Donovan, you and the other guy, who seems to know his stuff quite well, you're getting all the equipment ready. Ostrom, you've been co-opted into getting, just checking out, there's a couple of small buggies that can be built really quickly. And in the hour you've managed to help build up 3 of them with the couple of the other guys that are in your section.
Cool.
Does Will's character have gunnery skill?
Let's check that.
Something.
I have gunnery 0.
Oh, it might be you then I'm thinking of, sorry.
You're talking about turret weapons?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's got gunnery 0, but Yui has gunnery 1 turret weapons.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Cool, okay, right, yeah. But you're better as a navigator there at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much, can't really.
Yeah.
Navigator's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
He's at least got 0 though, so.
I've got gunner 0 and a high dex. So
Gunnery.
Gunner. I have gunner turrets 0.
Okay, rightio. So like Will's character is sort of a backup to the turrets, but they've got 2 people in the turrets already anyway. So he'll be observing and checking out the systems in case he needs to get in the chair. Okay. So the pilot slash captain by this time, does put the ship on raised alert. And basically says that they're going to try for a flyby of the lab. They might try to insert a group of people in there to see what's happening, and he's thinking the best way to deal with this is that while that group's doing that, they'll try to find if and where the scientists have landed on the surface of the planet, and they'll try to recover them while the other group are in the space station. Okay, so coming in, Yuri, all you're getting is this goddamn thing repeating endlessly. You're searching the spectrum for anything from the planet. If it's coming from the planet, it's very low power because nothing's coming out of the planet's atmosphere. So yeah, it's likely to be extremely localized. That's what I can really say about that. So you get to be about, I don't know, 15,000 k's away from the lab itself, the space lab ship. It's not a standard ring with, like you have in Traveller, but it's a what they call it, a dispersed structure. So it sort of resembles a sort of something that escaped out of a cubism picture. There's different cubey sort of things, different hab units and that sort of stuff in it. Okay, so the pilot then basically picks all of you guys. You're going to go on board the station to see what's happening up there and trying to recover anything up there, while his team try to go down and recover the the other team, I should say, recover the scientists if they can. So you guys haul butt and get into some vac suits. Any of your personal gear that you feel you need to take. And as he approaches, you and Gregor, you're still back in the cockpit after getting in the gear and getting your stuff ready. You can see as he approaches the space station, whatever, the lab station, you definitely have a problem because it's not stationary. It's got a bit of a tumble going, and it looks like part of the structure has taken some damage. Okay, he says, radio. So the guy can't really get close enough to dock, so you're all going to have to do a little bit of a spacewalk. Put on your jetpacks and get over there. He does verify that 3 out of the 4 life pods have jettisoned. Now each life pod can take everybody in the station, so you're actually looking for 8 people, but one of the 4, for whatever reason, is still secured to the station.
So the only place they have to go is to the planet.
Pretty much.
And that's not really a great option.
Nope. But if your home is spinning and who knows what else, it might have, to them, seem to be the safest option.
Okay, I have 0G1 and survival 1, so I mean, if I'm on that crew going aboard with the jetpack or whatever, I think, and with electronics, I think the first goal would be to get in there and try to stabilize the environment, get it from get the core back online and get it stable again where it's not spinning or out of control. Obviously, the power of the gravity is knocked out.
Yep.
So that would be.
It makes sense that you actually make the first jump, and then everyone electronically locks onto you and moves across that way.
And also because I have skill too. I got 0G1 as a belter. I mean, I'm used to flipping around in space, manipulating rocks and those type of things. So yeah, I'm going to take the lead then. I'll let the pilot know and the commander of the ship know. Let's get this thing lined up, and whoever's coming with me.
He lines up as best he can, but he's pretty far out because he doesn't want to get too close.
I'll see. I want to see if I can get aboard, and I want somebody with some guns, of course, because we're concerned about issues. A couple good gunmen, and
but the plan basically is you to get over to the to the station, get the airlock open, and then get everyone else into the airlock, and then you go as a unit into the system station. Okay, so what do I need to do that? Make your 0G roll first, and I'm guessing this would include either your intelligence or your dexterity, highest of either one.
Well, dexterity's both are +1, and 0G's a +1 then too, so I get a +2.
Yep.
I'm just checking Mike.
Okay. Sorry?
Mike. I'm just checking Mike because I had no idea what he had. He's got 0G1, and tactics comes into it in combat, right? Because I still don't really understand that completely. Yeah, alright. He's got that too, but yeah, alright. But yeah, he's got some 0G, so I guess he would cruise over there easily as well at some point.
He could come over with me, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got a 9. I would imagine that's success. I got the airlock secured,
and all I need you to do then is make an electronic roll to give them like an electronic beam to lock onto
So +3 with intelligence. I rolled a 12 on electronics.
Cool. Okay, so everyone else make a 2d6 roll, and you've got a bonus of 4.
I made it easy for you. And we need to get inside, and we need to get this place stable.
Is this for 0G?
And if you've got 0G, have you?
So this is an orbiting space station.
Mike has 0G1. I think Yui has 0G -1, but not -3. So I don't know if that changes anything either.
It's best just to go with the electronic line.
Oh, okay. So the +4 is the electronic line. Is that all right? Cool.
+4.
All right. Cool.
Yui is over. Donovan. Ostrom.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, Yui.
Rolling.
Good rolls. Good enough.
Yep. And Donovan. Cool. You're all over. Excellent. Gaining access to life to the airlock is simple as.
So what does this ship look like? What does this thing look like?
Okay, well you're in a cube basically at the moment, which juts into the main cylindrical section of the station. But basically, looking outside of the airlock, you can see the stars rotate as you're tumbling.
So we're in a tumbling orbit.
The
0G gravity inside.
You can turn the gravity on if you want to in the airlock.
I don't know if we want to. If it's tumbling, I think I want to get the tumble out first.
Okay. So you read inside, and you can read that the atmosphere. There's one section where the atmosphere has been vented for some reason. You're not sure, but it's locked off. The rest of the station is secure, secure from an atmospheric sense of view, as well as an environmental sense. So you've got heat, you've got light, and you've got life support in these other areas that you know of. But
so we can turn we can turn the gravity on if we want to, but it's off right now.
You can. It's off right now. Yes.
I want to get this orbit stable. That's what I want to do, so the ship could dock.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go to the power plant to do that. Or is there any way I can do that from a control panel?
You need to go up to central.
Based on the entryway, is there a map or a diagnosis of the interior so we can make our way there quickly?
Who's got computer skill?
That's we're all lacking that. I think we should all have computers.
Computer zero.
Okay, Yui,
0.
make your roll. And what's your intelligence?
It's +2.
Okay, +2.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yui manages to get into the system. I don't have a drawing for this yet, so this idea came to me last night.
You can see we found the route, whatever.
Yep. So I will try to do a very quick bad drawing.
So I'll just be back 1 sec.
Yep. So I'm going to say that this bit here is the cylinder, okay? The cylinder is around about 40 feet in width. Then you've got, how do I draw? Oh, okay, bloody hell. Then you've got pods that are around about 20 feet that come off it, but like they come off it.
So this is a small station. How many whole tons roughly is the station?
Oh, couldn't tell exactly. I don't know.
Maybe 1,000. Between 1,000 and 5,000?
I would say it'd be 500 to 600.
Oh, so it is small.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, it's small.
Yeah.
Is it like a? Is it? It's a cylinder. You said it's
the
like
base is a cylinder, and then you have these cubes that sort of come out. There's like 4 cubes that come out from the cylinder. I'm just drawing the side view at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And so if you would look at it on the side view, that is pretty much what it would look like.
So it shouldn't be too hard to get to the center and stabilize the orbit.
There's the air dock.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the dock, and
we're in there
command
now.
is always at the top. And this is slightly the wrong way around, but yeah.
We're in there now, so I think
Yep.
we'd find maybe with the gravity off, the elevator shaft or something, and
Yep.
just work our way up.
Yep.
You know, kind of like that last episode.
So it does
of
have a
Expanse.
central
Remember the last
pond,
episode of
is it?
Expanse where they elevated up that shaft?
Yeah, yeah. I can't
Yeah.
wait for that series to start again.
Oh man, that was awesome.
It's so
I
cool.
just finished the third, and I love it. Oh my god.
Good. You liked it?
Oh, I loved it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I love it.
that is basically engineering down there. This level, oh, very bad. I thought writing it would be easier. There's labs.
You got a text function,
I know,
by the way.
I
if
know,
you-
I know.
No, that's okay though. We get
I
the
just thought
idea.
it would be easier to do this, and now I'm regretting it. And just because, and there's CNC, command and communication.
Right.
Okay, so and then inside the actual cylinder will be where you'll find the life units. You know, the head units, the sleeping units, and the common room, and all that sort of shit.
Man, I feel sorry for him here. To go from a vacuum to an argon irritant world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the difference? Either way, you're told.
So you find the central column that takes you up, and you heading up, you know, in that direction.
Yeah.
Is that where you're all going that way?
Absolutely. Want to get to the main controls.
Okay.
Yes.
So the spin, while the spin should be this way, around, the spin is this way. So it's wobbling. Yeah, so this end and this end are wobbling.
Okay.
They're getting close to about a 45-degree wobble. Once it goes over that, it's possible that the spin will actually take it to flip instead of wobble. Yeah.
So there's probably like a little bit of microgravity from the wobble, but the gravity's off otherwise for some reason.
Yep.
Something hit this thing or blasted it.
Yep.
Or
And
rock
that something, I'll give you the, sorry. Oh God, come on. Just cool.
I mean, based on the close-ups, we would ask the pilot on board through our communicators, what does that look like?
Okay,
does it look like a laser blast?
When you came out, you'll notice that something hit from here through to here. This side.
Oh.
Yep. You're not sure what, but that's probably what set the wobble off. I mean, this whole section here is missing, and that's got some really nice chunks taken out of it. And the ship has, the guy's actually already gone down. He's already heading down towards the planet, the surface. Surface of the planet. Sorry. God damn it. So you guys are up here trying to get this under control yourselves. Okay. So you guys head up. You get to CNC. Of course, you can't get to the locked section. But you've got 3 other parts of CNC. CNC is the one area that is totally open, so it kind of looks like it would look like that, but it doesn't quite.
Steve, I only probably got about a half hour tops left in me.
Yeah. But that bit's closed off. Okay, so you can see you're in the CNC quite easy, and you've got the little hole that like comes up through the floor. Yeah. Okay. Most stuff is operational. One of the consoles is reading big errors on the things that keep the ship in correct attitude and stability and all sorts of other bits and pieces. The astrogation sort of side of things, that's reading all sorts of horrible errors. On another screen, you've got the emergency pod 1, 2, and 3 ejected. They seem to be just blinking quite badly. What else can you see there? Yeah, those are the 2 main big things at the moment. As I said, the atmosphere seems to be sealed. It seems to be usable by humans, apart from those areas that have been knocked out. And you can see the roll. There is another screen bringing you the detailed roll of the wobble, and like it's predicting when the degree of wobble gets to 67% is when the wobble is going to turn into a spin.
Well, we got to stop that from happening.
Yep.
Get this thing stable so we can dock with it and figure out exactly what's going on.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're working our way up that shaft or whatever.
You're there, and you can see all these bits and pieces. So, rightio. So, who's got piloting skill?
I've got piloting too.
And
electronics, so I can get into the system. I want to get the thing dialed in.
Well, Yuri, you've got to break into the system to get these guys, you and Gregory, to start trying to work these things out, and also Mantar to operate the. Mantar, you got electronics or mechanical or both?
He's muted or gone.
Oh, sorry. Mechanic 0.
Okay, right. Well, you'll be. I'm not sure what, because you also need
intelligence. What's your intelligence? Do you got a bonus?
Oh, No, it's bad. I've got a -1 on intelligence.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll see how we go.
We could maybe help him. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
She got jack
Well,
of all
my
trades,
electronics
so
should be able to help with some of that. I
she
think.
just fuck with anything pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rightio. So Yui, get them on the computers. Break in if you
Alright.
can.
You got a +2 to your roll, Yui. Go for
So
it.
this is comms. This is computer.
Yep.
All right. No.
Oh, utter failure.
Okay. All the screens go to lockout.
Oh god.
Shit.
Shit is right.
Complete shit.
There's nothing I could do. I don't even have computer 0. I'm toast.
Okay, you can
Is
try
there
again,
anything I
Yui.
can do electronically?
Yeah. Can we?
Well,
Yeah. That's what I was about to ask.
Well,
Can we
the
mess
only
with
thing
electronically?
you could, well, Yui can have another go at trying to get in, but I mean, if she fails, that's it. She's totally locked out. The only other thing you could possibly think of would be to do a hard shutdown and reboot, and hope that works.
Can we do that after I've given it another try anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I look around at the group and sort of shrug my shoulders. You want me to try again or what?
Give it a shot. We don't have each other options. We've got to try to save this place. That's better.
But not enough.
Not enough. Can I
Not
assist
enough.
electronically somehow, or he
No.
still needs to do the reboot?
I'll reboot. So reboot is going to mean some people need to be in CNC and some people need to be in the engineering section to turn the power off and on again. Because at the
Alright.
moment you've got no way to do that from up here.
So what do we need to do those? What do we need? You need engineering to be in
You'll
engineering.
need an electronic skill down the engineering. You'll need
I gotta go down to engineering
piloting
then.
and computer up in CNC.
Well, I can't be in 2 places.
Well, I've got piloting 2 and computer 0, so I
Okay,
mean
so
I can
you
stay
can stay
there.
above. You got piloting something.
Okay.
I have to take my electronics down to engineering.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the shaft on. I'm gonna.
You,
yeah, straight down to
Mentar,
engineering.
and Mike. Mark, sorry.
Is piloting? Do you get a dex bonus to piloting as well?
Yeah, I think
well, it
it's.
depends. In this case, it probably would be more intelligence index.
Oh, well that's even better. That gives me a +4, so let's do it.
Rightio, so you guys start moving down. After some time, you get down to engineering. There doesn't. Mark is checking to make sure there's no hidden dangers, people jumping out to kill you or whatever. It's all very quiet. People have left in a hurry. Nothing has been shut down. It's just been left to run. Nothing's overloading or anything, but you just need to go through the process now of shutting down properly and then letting it reboot again.
And Mike's just sort of constantly trying to stop his sword from just falling out of its scabbard constantly because he's in 0G. and he brought it along, of course, because, you know, he'll never leave it
Yeah,
behind.
he doesn't go anywhere without his sword.
Yep. Mentar, can you please give me just a general mechanic roll, please, that you'd normally do? Just in case you get high enough.
Alright. And that's with intelligence now?
That's just the
That's
2d6.
with the bonus
I
or
think.
penalty. Yep, bonus or penalty.
Okay.
Intelligence.
Alright. Ooh.
Straight to.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, right
Yeah.
out. You're along for the ride. Nothing here to see. Or nothing seen at least.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Okay, rightio, Gregory. It's up to you to
Electronics.
initiate the shutdown sequence.
I roll a 12.
Okay. You'll use your inbuilt communicator to inform them what you're doing.
I inform them we're set to do the purge. We're set to run it.
Mm-hmm.
I got everything dialed in down here.
Everyone's, I think, waiting for you to push the button.
You got to give it do your +2 computer roll.
No, well, when you get to get this thing running again.
Yeah.
So you push the button, and then I'll do what I got to do.
I push the button again. I roll again.
No, you just push it to turn it off.
Okay.
Boom. Okay, you pushed it.
Boom.
Systems power down. After about 5 minutes, you are totally dark and dead in the sky. Okay. Reinitiate. Another engineering electronics roll.
Boom. 10.
Okay. Things are starting up. It's going to take about a good half hour. So waiting. Eventually power comes on. It's good that you're in vac suits because things get a little bit cold in that half hour.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
real fast. Temperatures can change real quick.
Yep.
Then again, the heat would hold in the air a little bit.
A little
I
bit,
think,
but it does get cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so the systems come back online. You've got another chance to do your
Fire the
thing,
computer.
Dewey.
All right, so this is computing.
Computer.
Sorry,
Yeah.
computer. Yep. All right. Is there anyone that can assist with this at all?
Hey, for this year,
No, I don't think we can.
No.
All right.
Only if someone had computers.
Oh my god.
Well, at least you're not locked out.
Well, at least I'm not knocked out, so I'll just keep trying, basically.
Give it another shot. You're struggling. That's better.
Getting better, but you're not in.
Keep
You gotta
trying.
give it another
Yep,
shot.
you're basically just learning the structures of the thing.
Obviously,
Ah,
you need
okay,
10
just-
you need better than a 10, obviously.
Just learning my way around it, basically.
Okay.
There we go.
Radio, you do get in. There's some information you've gleaned though in this process. This computer system, you expect some levels and some layers of protection. This layer of protection that you've had to get through seems to be something much more appropriate to be on a military ship than a civilian ship.
Okay.
There's something going on out here. They ain't telling us all.
Yeah, I radioed to the group, tell them there's something suspicious going on here.
This looks military, definitely military.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you're in.
Alrighty, so gonna try and so can we try and correct the orbit now?
You can
Like, are we
correct
able to?
the spin and the you're trying to correct the placement of the vehicle as well as spin and everything.
And this would be with the intel
Piloting.
to piloting, not
Yep.
to decks. All right.
Yep.
I'll go for it.
After about 4 minutes, everything reads green across the board.
So
All
she's
that-
stabilized.
Yep, all that annoying spinning and moving about, it's settled down to a nice, comfortable, slow, what you're supposed to be.
And we're supposed we could turn the gravity back on now too. Then.
Yep,
Yep.
And we got the power running right.
yep, everything.
I'm just curious at the damage section. Does it look like a laser blast or a natural crash?
Not sure. You'd have to get out there and have a look.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So I think we'd communicate back to the captain and the chief pilot that we've got her stable now. We had a reboot. We had a bunch of different tests to do, but we do have the environment stable and the gravity is back on, and the place appears to be completely abandoned.
Right, that's it. He says, well, just hold there. Don't need to do anything else. Just wait and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. We're just running a search grid pattern to try to find the scientists. We think we're in the right area, so we should be home pretty soon.
Meanwhile, we fiddle with the locked doors.
I thought you were going to fiddle with what's on the computers because you've got access to them.
Okay, yeah, actually, I fiddle with the computers.
And yeah, or the logs. See what
He
the
didn't
hell
tell.
happened.
Yeah, he didn't tell me expressly not to. So let's find out what they've been doing on this bloody fucking thing.
Okay,
I'm going through it.
right.
I'm reading it all out.
So you get a whole lot of stuff on composition and conformation on the planet. Then you get some other files that seem to have more encryption on top of them if you were to try to get into them.
I do, sir.
Okay.
Alright. Is there potential for this? I guess I wouldn't know if this would potentially cause a lockout, but I'm gonna put
Probably
this.
would cause a lockout
gonna-
of this particular folder, not necessarily the system.
All right. Yep. Well, I'll give it a shot anyway. Oh, I'll go through a glance of everything that's unencrypted first, and then I'll go for a shot at the encrypted stuff.
Well,
Yep.
they've taken sensor readings from several areas of the planet, but they have concentrated in several areas seem to have more concentrated readings. And when you sort of like Each one has folders that have got another level of encryption on them.
Okay.
That might
About
be
that.
Each cluster of sensor readings for the different areas.
Mm.
Alright. Well, let's pick one at random and try to get through the encryption.
Okay. Oh, it's your lucky day. Okay. Give me a number between 1 and pick either roll a number between 1 and 6, or just pick a number between 1 and 6, inclusive.
Let's leave it up to the dice, shall we?
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, so apparently you've gone to a cluster of sensors in the north, not the true north, but in the northern hemisphere, towards the northern pole of LTOA.
Yep.
And it would seem that the structures there are composed of, and they list several elements, and then some elements are unknown. It's estimated that these ruins, these structures, have been standing for approximately 10,000 years. And then it goes into detail, but the biggest thing is that there's these structures that have been around for 10,000 years, according to their tests. They
ancients, man.
can't quite work out, possibly not, because it's not. I haven't said anything about ancients. And it goes to greater detail about the ruins, as in the size and that. So there is evidence there was a larger settlement or set of structures, but this one, for whatever reason, and probably down to its structural hardening, has stood the test of time, even though it was buried under say half a mile of sand or something.
Yeah.
And there is a link to another file, another one of those encoded folders under biosphere, interestingly enough.
Under, sorry, what?
Biosphere.
Okay.
So your information about the planet is that it doesn't have any biosphere.
All right. Well, on our sort of closed circuit radio, not communicating back to the captain on the actual ship. I'm going to let our personal crew know what I've found, and I'm going to try and crack the next encrypted file. What the hell?
Okay.
It's just like on the holovids.
Oh my god.
You're in.
Okay, rightio. Let's see, go to the biosphere one, shall we? So there is evidence to believe that Altair was once a planet that held an atmosphere and sustained a biosphere. There is evidence that this biosphere would have, and like they give you estimations of what sort of population of level of flora and fauna that could, like, this planet could sustain, all that sort of stuff. They believe, given the chemical compounds, given the inert organic material, lots of science jargon here, there and everywhere, sometime in the past, probably, if all the other data is to be believed, sometime around about 9,500 years ago, there's been a major change in the environment. They believe it to be an artificial enhancement to the environment, possibly an attack, which has led to the destruction of all the biosphere and the altering of the actual atmosphere.
Okay.
So they're labeling it as like a planet killer.
Yeah, like something's happened that's just rendered it completely different. Yeah.
So that, in reference to the remains found of the varying alien races, and he goes on to other stuff about the biosphere, but you just pick this bit up and you go, there's another link that you really possibly want to look at.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay.
Is it encrypted
Just
again?
roll 2d6, because from now on, as long as you don't get double ones, you can pretty much randomly roll around here. You've got enough
Alright.
to get through it.
You broke in enough to go zoom around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, rightio. So you check up. So there is a lot of data to suggest that one of the races was and it comes with all sorts of like all of these have come with all sorts of warnings about not to be released, public not to know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Grade 210 is, you get this thing has, everything has a grade 210 on it. This one states that one of the races is identifiable as the Varashar, which of course comes to the Varashar human problem, is what it's titled. You don't know what that means, but there's no link to it. The other one has yet to be identified, but it's believed to be another bipedal humanoid race. From the bone structure, they probably came from a light gravity planet, just that it's not as dense, or were beings that lived in some sort of suspended fluid medium. Yeah, that's about all you get. You get some other bits and pieces, some biological readings that Donovan could make more sense of than you
This
could.
place is a lot more interesting than it appears to from the eye. Ah.
Yeah.
If he wants me up there, I have life sciences 0 plus
Cool.
intelligence. I might be able to help him understand what he's looking at.
Up to you if you want to, guys. You can also all put your heads together.
Yeah, if you've had time to come up, I probably would have radioed to you once I started finding out this stuff, and I assume interest would have brought you up here anyway.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay. So some of the other stuff you find out, they seem to, the current theory amongst all these scientists seems to be that some sort of war happened below, and from the remains that they managed to find, it would seem that this was either a homeworld or a colony world, probably a colony world of the Varashar. So they're assuming that the other race that they found are the aggressors. And approximately, like I said, approximately sometime around 9,500 years ago, this war culminated in the destruction of the biosphere of Altair. They're still trying to find, obviously they're trying to find the equipment, instruments that were capable of doing this, so they can make sure they hold on to them. And they keep on, there's these things that keep on being referred to, and it's like grey, and it's got a number behind it. Nothing climbs higher than grey. You found a reference to a grey 300, but that's, you haven't found anything listed under a grey 300. Most of the stuff is like grey 210, grey 190. You've got all these sort of things. You're not quite sure what the hell that all means, but it's included in the files. Yeah. So switching over then to some of the that's some of the sort of base files. Then you move into the recorded files on day-to-day work. There's one file you open up, and they seem to be looking over a skeleton of a creature. You're not quite sure. It looks vaguely human, but obviously there are some differences. The barrel of the chest is a lot bigger. The feet look different. Yeah, there's definitely a difference. The cranials, Donovan could tell you all this sort of thing. The size of the cranial brain pan, is much huger than humans. there's just some really interesting weird things that they're doing. There's some camera shot from on the planet, and you can see. Okay, so when you're on the planet, everything has sort of got an orangey red tint to it, but you can see this part of the structure that they've uncovered in a big hole, and it's got this sort of weird, sort of bronzy sort of colour to it. You're not quite sure what the hell you're looking at. It's some sort of pylon or pole or something, but it's got it's almost like jointed like a finger, but of course it's much bigger. It would stand about 2 people tall. They can't seem to move it or anything, and they're still, you know, excavating the areas, and you see lots of these sort of things happening. Then you sort of get down to the operational videos, and you roll back to around about 3 weeks ago, which is and you get the last one. And the last one, it's pretty chaotic. Someone is just ordering immediate evacuation of the ship. If we take another hit, we're going to be blown to bits. Better we try our luck for down on the planet's surface. I hope the boy gets to someone in time. This is Captain such and such signing off. Grade 250 is what he finishes on. Oh, and then it's
Grade
off.
250.
Yeah. So you then can go back to rewind it to the previous sort of segment. Everything seems to be fine, and then you get someone says, "Sir, I'm picking up an energy signal," and then you get a communication from the surface of the planet saying, "There seems to be a huge build-up here on the surface," and it goes cuts, stops, and then all you see out of the camera is this bit of everything gets to a bright light sort of thing. You can still see people, but it's a huge bright light behind them, and then chaos all starts to sort of happen, and then you go into the other bit. So that's all you can tell what's happened.
Any chance of getting this stuff down on a hand computer?
Yeah, well, now that you're in, you could load it in.
Yeah, I'll do that. Quietly though, I actually do that, and if anyone asks what I'm doing, I'll just tell them I'm doing something.
That's not bloody suspicious at all. I'm doing something.
Hey,
we're just getting the system stable. We're just trying to get everything stable.
Yeah, just making sure everything's stabilized while I'm downloading all that encrypted data. Yeah.
Who are you talking to? People in your team or somebody else?
No, I'm just doing that. And if anyone asks me any questions, I'm just saying there are some issues with the
Everyone I don't know who's seeing what you're doing.
I don't know who's trustworthy. All right, well if they can see what I'm doing, I'm just going to look at them and give them a grave look and just shake my head and say, "Don't turn me in because I'm probably going to be chopped into bits if they find that I've taken this data."
Yeah.
It's all got sort of classified marks on it.
No, we're a crew first and foremost. We're going to stick together above the crew we're working for. We're on
that's what I like to hear. All right, then I continue downloading the data.
We're together, but at the same time, though, they're going to recover this information on their own. But we just play dumb to it. They know what they're doing.
We just pretend we haven't seen any of it.
We just know more than they think we know. So that's all we'll go on.
So we agree now. We haven't seen any of this, right?
Right, we agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to sign off here probably pretty quick.
That's all cool. We'll finish it there today, and we'll start up next time with what happens after.
And we're gonna play on the 4th night in a couple weeks.
In a fortnight, yeah. That will be the 23rd, which is perfect.
22nd for us. I'll be.
Yeah.
There's a chance I might not be on, but I'm gonna try to because I'm gonna be on vacation. I'm gonna be out in Arizona, but
nice.
I got my laptop with me, and they've got killer internet. It's my mom's place. I might be able to sign on and play.
Cool. I'll just stop the recording.